The Heavensward screen music is giving me heavy nostalgia. I have turned it down while we do the intro because holy shit. These intros for Final Fantasy, absolutely on point. Love the videos that they attach to them, but the music does not need to be this disproportionately epic. Jim, it's hot. It is pretty damn hot. Spoilers, chat. I've talked about this on stream before, but I need to say the words. Friends and enemies, distinguished guests, people who are in possession of souls. I'm back. I've had a couple of days off, and we will talk about why in a second. But at the same time, marking now, today is the first day that I've had my air conditioner on stream in 2026. I'm assured by multiple people in the community you can't hear it very well. I hear it when I listen to the playback. There's no avoiding it. I've messed around with my settings as much as I can outside of buying a microphone that's like inside my person. I just have to deal with it. Or introducing the next concept for a subathon. I don't do subathons, but introducing a new help me afford a slightly bigger house with installed air no, we're not doing it. Imagine if people started doing subathons for house purchases. I feel like consumerism has gone insane at that point. Oh, that's a good idea, hosting one right now. It's not a good idea. It's a terrible idea. Help me afford no. And breathe. Get a split AC for your place. You can't, like, we've got two of these. We've got two of this exact model of these, and they just vibrate. They just vibrate. And like, I've bought some new feet for them this year, and as you can see, I've got some bags of rice stacked on top, and there's a silicone baking sheet on top of the air conditioner as well, so these bags of rice can't slide around. And still, regardless of what I do, there's a tiny bit of vibration. And the difficulty is, I'm not sure what thing is vibrating, but I cannot set my microphone up in a way where I can get rid of it entirely. Why rice? 1 kilogram a time. What's that do? It's just rice and it weighs 1 kilogram. If I had a 3 kilogram weight, that would also work. But what that does is just weight it down so there's less shake in the chassis of the air conditioner. And it does help a tiny bit. It does help a tiny bit. And as you can see, it's towards the front of the air conditioner, because when there's more weight on the 2 feet at the front of the air conditioner, it makes slightly less... it works slightly better. Can you put a mat underneath? We had the issue with our bicycle. There are feet. There are individual feet underneath. So I've got these squares of 2mm foam, like insulating foam, and they go under each of the wheels, and that helps massively, because last year I had 6mm foam under there, and it didn't fix the problem nearly enough. So I've like 6 to 20mm foam difference. I've done all I could do. I've done all I can do, and I'm assured by multiple people that they don't hear it. But when I listen to the playback, I hear it all the freaking time. So I either have the air conditioner on or I die. Because spoilers, chat, I don't know if you've heard from any British people in the last couple of days. It's sweaty as balls in our country right now. It sucks to live here at the best of times, but it's sweaty as balls. I took Friday off. See, I don't hear anything. It's a bit warm. Yeah, you can't hear at all. I can. I definitely can. And I know you might even be being nice. But when I listen to the playback of video that I record with that air conditioner on, I've tested it. I hear it. I don't know why. Me, nice? You're always nice. As is Luxury Pigeon. Everybody, Luxury Pigeon. Literally can't hear a thing, Chim. I don't know what to tell you. Chimberly, you know how to you know how violent my misophonia is? Yes, and you're going to tell me you can't hear it. I don't hear it live. Then maybe I'm insane. Your AC sounds like Chim? Then maybe I'm insane. But I hear it, and I can't stop hearing it, so unless you're going to start... Okay, chat, new therapy idea. Can you turn off the music for a sec? I got you on max volume. I can't hear it, but maybe you can figure out the frequency of the noises and filter aggressively. Send me a playback clip later. Maybe it's diffo. I don't know. Maybe the playback's different. Maybe the broadcasting compression. But when I hear it on I hear it on YouTube as well. Either way, I fixed it as much as I can possibly fix it. And let me just to clarify, because the internet got very confused by this too. I can hear it a tiny bit when you talk. This is it, right? Because all of the guides online are like, oh, it plays a little bit. It's like 5% when you are maxed. Yay! It's the best I can do, Jura. Please don't hold it against me and leave forever. Still can't hear it and you're at full volume. Please don't leave forever. Please don't leave forever, chat, even though I've got a tiny bit of vibration because of an AC unit. Anyway, that's the air conditioning covered. What else has happened to me? It's hot as balls in this country. I took Friday off with the plan of going live really early Saturday, and then I realized Saturday that I was horrendously depressed. Jim being irrational about a tiny thing, who would have thought that would happen? I'm just gonna say as well, because I know I'm being irrational. Irrationality, I'm not sure that's a word. Being irrational isn't bad. Because sometimes it is, and sometimes you just need a little bit of clarification. But other times, like, I know I am not the worst sounding person on this platform. There are people that quite legitimately, I'm sure, for whatever reason, are still using, like, Xbox 360 microphones. And it's a little bit like speaking like this the entire time. And it just doesn't... It's fine. Fine. But yes. Don't like that sound? It's wonderful. You don't like that sound? It's the now reporting on gate 27. I'm not even sure if that's coming through the mic. I'm assuming it's coming through the microphone. Yeah, no, I hate it. I hate it. They should get better microphones. But that's a terrible thing to say because they might not be able to afford better microphones. This is a slippery slope. This is a slippery slope, so we're just going to backpedal, and I'm going to say it's been hot in this country since about Thursday, and Friday, I took Friday off with the plan, you can make a decent bad mic, you can make a bad mic sound decent. Stop!
Please, no, please don't, no! Help!
Okay. It's been hot in this country since Thursday. I took Friday off with the plan of taking Friday off so I could stream longer on Saturday and Sunday. I didn't mean you. I meant one can make a bad mic sound decent. Oh, I thought you were complimenting me. I take back that thing that I just did. I take it back. Everybody forget about that. Everybody forget about that. That Jura didn't deserve that thing that I just did. We've rolled it back a bit. We're continuing, and I'm going to explain what's been going on. You make a decent mic sound wonderful. Okay, I'll press it again then, chat. I'll press it again.
Please, no. Please don't. No. Help.
You done complimenting me now? You done complimenting me? Thursday, it was hot, work sucked. Friday, it was hot, work sucked. And it was my intention to take Friday off and stream for a long time Saturday. But yesterday afternoon, I'm not sure if it was a combination of overwhelm with the heat and just the way that my mind was going, but I couldn't. So I took 2 days off, but I also took Tuesday off, and it was very strange to go from a Monday to now a Saturday without streaming. So let me just say I missed you. I would love to say that my mentals are a little bit better, but that would be a lie. So we're trying to mitigate the problem. Trying to mitigate the problem because Twitch streaming makes my mentals better. It's like free therapy because I get to come here, I get to be myself for 5 seconds. But yesterday and Tuesday and Friday or whatever, there was just a line that I couldn't cross. There was just a line where I couldn't cross. And we got there, and that's great. Vulcan Ryan, yes, you have a first badge now because there were a couple of people that had them that I've not seen in like 3 years, so I got rid of them from the first list because you can do that in the back of Twitch. And you now have a first. Hi, Cecile. We're trying to carry on as best we can. We are trying to carry on as best we can. So I'm just going to say the usual words. Self-care is important. Proper hydration in all of this heat is massively important. I have several beverages. I have so many freaking beverages right now. I'm covered with the beverages. So what did we do? We did like self-care is important, hydration is important. It's always good to take a break if you require a break. And I am wobbling that fine line between being so burnt out on my job I can't get out of bed in the morning and just being like, oh my god, my imposter syndrome is gone. I'm actually really good at my job. It's so busy. And then it got hot. But it's fine. We persevere. And thank you very much for being here. So, we're going to play some Final Fantasy XIV today, because last time I streamed Final Fantasy XIV, I basically said that I was going to dip into it now and again because I'm trying to get all of the expansions done before the end of the year, and I'm very happy to report I have now finished A Realm Reborn. And I have some very quick notes. A Realm Reborn, the first, vanilla game of Final Fantasy XIV. It's a solid okay. Towards the end, where they're bridging the gap between the expansion... Sorry, they're bridging the gap between the vanilla game and the expansion that I'm just about to start today. It gets a little bit... And the difficulty is there's a twist, and I'm not going to spoil it. There's a twist that felt quite good. But the difficulty was they sort of revealed it 2 quests before. And then you're like, well, I knew this was coming. Why is this a twist? And it's fine. We're continuing. I'm 7 months into my new job and I still have imposter syndrome. Charlie, I am 15 years into my job and I still have imposter syndrome. It wasn't until about 3 years ago. It was around the same time that I started doing Twitch and was starting to feel better about myself and who I was. It wasn't until about 3 years ago that I was actually able to turn to my boss and go, I'm actually really good at my job. You're lucky to have me. But it is still a daily challenge. And you've been in that job for 7 months. I hope that you get there faster than I did, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel. And regardless of what your brain is telling you, the fact that they have hired you, the fact that they continue to pay you, the fact that you continue to be there on a regular basis does mean that you can do the job. If you were shit, you wouldn't be there. They would get rid of you because that's how business works. Business. Anyway, I've got that poster. Anyway, let's read through chat real quick. Everybody, if you'd like to join us on Bongo Cat, you can. If you use !idle in chat, you can join us on Bongo Cat, IDLE. There is a direct link to where it is on Steam. There is a code pinned to chat right now that for some reason is not showing the emote that I attached to it. Can everybody else see an eggplant in the thing that I pinned to chat? Because I'm seeing a broken image symbol. Weird. Anyway, Bongo Cat. Come join us on Bongo Cat. Or, alternatively, you can come join me on Tap Tap Loot. If you come join us on Tap Tap Loot, it's a 4-player game. We're limited to 4 people, but what this does... Actually, what does Bongo Cat do? Every time you type on your home PC, the arms go up and down, and you can earn cosmetics. It's this entire thing. But at the same time, if you join us on Tap Tap Loot, your little character walks left to right. We kill mobs, we earn loot. It's this whole thing. There are lobby codes pinned to chat right now. You can come do that, join us, whatever. Jura, congratulations on the first. Vulcan Ryan, thank you for the contribution, chat. If you go to the channel point menu, any channel points put into the community challenge will be refunded to you at the end of a 30-day period. It's all about teaching you a life skill. It's all about teaching you how to save. It's all about giving you the power to afford my more expensive channel point redeem. I should get Nats. If Nats is the official voice actor of the channel, if Nats can have the welcome command, I should have a button that just does these. That just has Nats reading out what these things are. Remind, Nats, Bongo, Cat, announcement, community, challenge, community challenge. Yeah, sorry, I'm just trying to remind myself how to type. Boom. I've set myself the reminder, chat. I can do that now, and so can you. If you want to set me a reminder, ! Remind, and I promise this isn't a segue. That felt like a bit of a segue to me telling you that that feature exists. It existed for a couple of weeks. Some people are aware of it, some people aren't. I'm just saying, everybody can remind me of anything, as long as it's not swear words. I know enough of them already. But Vulcan Ryan, thank you for the contribution, Jura. Thank you for the hydrate. I will sip again. Sky with the applause. Nats with the Heavensward screen music is giving me heavy nostalgia. I'll be honest, I've played through Heavensward on a previous character before. I remember nothing. So, other than the fact that they added the ability to fly and you had to collect those things that allowed you to fly in different areas, It's a whole new game. It's a whole new game. Chim, it's hot. It is very hot. Night. Chim, Nats is hot. Night thinks you're hot, Nats. Now they're kissing. And then we're talking about air conditioners. And then Night has a stream streak. Sorry, Nats has a stream streak. Jura has a stream streak. Night has a stream streak. Thank you very much for the stream streaks, everybody. What are we on? That is 145 streams for Nats. 335 streams for Jura, and 3 streams for Night. Good job, everybody. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the support. Vulcan Ryan, welcome in. I don't hear anything. I'm sure you don't. I will hear it forever. I'm just insane. Pidge, welcome in. I have a button for Pidge too, everybody. I'll press it.
Imagine if RightBigChimken did Babe Station. I don't know why I'm laughing. I laugh when I'm very aroused.
Del, welcome in. I can't hear it, but maybe you could figure out what frequency the noise is and just get it. Yeah, I'm almost at that point with the noise thing where I need to get a plugin for OBS, and you can quite literally just isolate a frequency of your noise and turn it off. The difficulty I've had so far in terms of those plugins makes my voice sound shit. So maybe I'm vibrating, right? Maybe I'm vibrating. The noise that is happening, maybe it's coming from me and it's not actually coming from the air conditioner at all. Maybe it's all in my head. It's all in my head. Pidge, though. Hi, I've said hi, Pidge, but I'll say it again. Dilemma, thank you very much for the contribution and welcome in. I hope you are good. We shouted out Jura a bunch of times. How you feeling right now? I'm improved, hence I'm here. Is it Saturday today or Sunday? It's Sunday today. It's Sunday. Charlie, welcome in. Cecile, welcome in. Okay, this is where we scrolled up. Vulcan Ryan, I've been promoted twice in 4 years and still have imposter syndrome. I feel like I'm there through pure luck, and at any moment I'm going to do something catastrophically stupid and get fired. People make mistakes. This is also a thing that I've learned in my tenure at my job. People make mistakes. When you're in like that first job, supermarket job, if you're a good employee who makes a mistake, they'll let it go. If you're a bad employee who makes a mistake, it's a little bit less tenuous. But the fact that you are there and you are continuously in, you're doing great. You're not going to do anything stupid, and even if you did, chances are you're not going anywhere. I promise. I can't promise. I hope. For some reason, Bongo Cat is not showing me typing. It's definitely working. I don't know why that wouldn't be happening. Computer make Nats gay. Remind Nats Bongo Cat announcement. Okay, 023065. What does that mean? Remind bollocks. Thanks for the reminder. Luxury Pigeon. I've shouted up Pidge. Sky is cute. Okay, Sky's cute. Apparently you stopped that. Never. Bit hot today, isn't it? Holy shit. And Stuff is shaking his ass. Everybody! Maybe restart Bongo Cat because I already have and it didn't do anything. Sure? I mean, I don't have to on the understanding that the menu is working. I think it might be a you problem. It says you're asleep. Hi Chim, real Chim. Hi Vadim, real Vadim. How many other Chim? Wait, that implies that there's a fake Chim. That implies that that's it. That implies there's a fake Chim. But yeah, Jura, the menu working shows that this is working. Hey, look, you're back. There you go. You're typing. See, it is you. I saw the arms are moving. Jura has power again. Jura just turned it off on and off again. Hello, Chim, not fake Chim. How many? Who's pretending to be me? There is one RightBigChimken. I don't have a button to prove that. I don't. There is only one RightBigChimken.
Oh, suck it, Chimken.
Is there a left Big Chimken? No. Officially speaking, if I am left small dude. That's my human persona. My human persona, which is weird because I'm not really a chicken persona either. I don't have a chicken persona. I'm just a dude in a chicken outfit whenever I'm depicted. So, I don't know. If you have achieved anything big or small since the last time we spoke, I'd love to hear about it. Our community celebrates achievements big or small, but in the grander scheme of things, some people consider getting out of bed a big deal. Some people consider running a marathon a big deal. I don't care where you are on that spectrum. If you have done something cool, I would love to hear about it. You do consume chickens to gain their power. That it is. Sky, I can't do that. Only Dolly can do that. 1 second. There we go. I've told Dolly in mod chat. I have left the house yesterday and interacted with other people from the community. Or you do it. I got there quicker. But Sky, I really appreciate you doing the modly mods. I appreciate it. I do. You left the house yesterday and interacted with other people from the community. GG. And I know you're looking forward to that, and I'm so happy for you that it went well. I'm not going to tell people what you did because that's not my place. But I'm really proud of you as your friend for you going and doing that and trying something different and it working out. I've managed to not check Slack or email in over 24 hours. Volcom Ryan. As a human being that also is prone to doing that, which is why I don't have my work email on my phone. Good job. Good job. Good job. Thank you. The people yesterday were actually from a thing Andrew is doing now. Oh, I thought that was the thing that we talked about, which is the thing that we talked about. But fine. I'm going to catch up with the dogs. Am I proud of myself for something today? So even more people is even more impressive. Congratulations. You doubled down, you were victorious, and you achieved it. That's what you get. It's only taken 3 years of all of this rampant positivity from me, and look at you now. You're so positive, and nobody is believing this. I don't even believe it myself. Am I proud of myself for doing anything? I took the time off that I required. I relaxed when I needed to relax. I have subscribed to Crunchyroll, which isn't really that's not really a proud, but I'm watching anime. I'm not really proud of it. I'm alive. I'm alive, and that's something to be proud of. Chat, we're going to catch up with the weekly dogs. It's more like weekly dogs at the moment. It's meant to be daily dogs, but I keep forgetting to do it or taking streams off. I'm subbed to Crunchyroll too. Did you get the deal? Did you get the 3 months for like $1.99 deal? Because I've watched in the last 5 days 3 seasons of Attack on Titan, and I am freaking loving it. I don't know why I have not subbed to Crunchyroll before. I am a fan of anime but I've always consumed my anime via other sources. I don't know why Crunchyroll was such a late notice thing for me. But there's a load of series on there that I've never seen. I did something I'm not proud of. I shaved my beard off. Get out. You're not, no. Charlie, come back. You're fine. Charlie, come back. You're fine. I can't watch Attack on Titan. It's too depressing.
Cecile_Valdelius has gifted a tier 1 subscription to XIV.
XIV, thank you very much for the gifted sub, Cecile. Evil Sealit, thank you for the contribution and welcome in. You're looking fancy today. I can't watch Attack on Titan. It's too depressing. It's depressing at the beginning, and then it is a little bit like continuously shoving your dick into a plug socket, like midway, and God knows how it's going to end. But I'm with you there. I've avoided watching it for such a long time that I'm sort of like pushing my way through it, and the action sequences are winning out for me in terms of the mood. But I have had a friend that said, "Oh yeah, I tried watching Attack on Titan season 1, and I felt like I needed to watch like comedy afterwards because it was a little It's wild. The Walking Dead, the live action Walking Dead got like that in certain parts where it was just like, it's just watching people murder each other every 5 seconds. I got to 3 months and it felt so itchy and tickly, and I don't think it suited me. How big of a beard are we talking about? Are we talking like a full face? Or are we talking like a goatee? Yeah, thank you for the contribution, and Evil Sealer, I see you. I see you, Evil Sealer, I do. I do, and in honor of Evil Seedler, I would like to reintroduce you, because I can't remember if I did this. Scout. This is Scout. That's Scout. Walking Dead is like humans are worse than zombies. Yes. The Walking Dead, I really enjoy. I've watched every single episode of The Walking Dead, not the spin-off seasons in later years, and I enjoyed it in varying degrees, and the thing about that scares me is the people, because you know exactly what would happen if there was a zombie apocalypse. People would start being dicks openly, because it's the dicks who survive in those sorts of situations. This is Scout. She really did not want to bath. We'll admit getting a little hat does help. This is Gongcha. And apparently they've written War and Peace. This is Gongcha. She is currently yearning for the life she once knew and the world outside, with the wind in her hair and the grass between her toes. She was outside just moments ago and came in because she got cold and a little tired, but she still yearns for it. This is Simba. That's Simba. This is Simba. He heard you're not supposed to go chasing waterfalls, went anyway, and it was lovely. Not sure why they say that. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Something, something, something to the rivers you're used to. This is Chip. This is Chip. He's only at the vet to get a shot. Doesn't actually need the goggles for any reason, but they make him feel cool and safe, so nobody questions it. This is Tumba and Crystal. That's a raccoon. I'm pretty sure that's not a dog. This is Tumba and Crystal. They are siblings and best buds. Sometimes people say they don't look alike, but it's only because Crystal wears a lot of eyeliner. This is today's. This is George. We got another George. That's George. This is George. He just graduated with a double major in snuggability and good sits. Wonderful job, George. and I've just seen Tomorrow's, but I'm streaming tomorrow, so we're going to keep that for then. Anyway, we're going to play Final Fantasy 14. I'm going to be good, and I'm going to remember to switch the category over. Thank you very much for being here, and thank you very much for everybody hanging out. If you need to leave because Final Fantasy 14 isn't your thing, I appreciate it. Hi. We're also going to watch the opening video because I've not watched it yet, or I probably watched it once upon a time, and this is gonna be bookended, right? This is gonna be bookended. This is gonna be the entire Heavensward experience, or at least today, because I'm ready. 200 stream streak, GG. Oh my god, I'm just pressing buttons. Do this. Go over there. Thank you. Okay. We turn the sound up. Movies and titles. Heavensward, sit down and watch. Gibby, thank you for the contribution. I'm inspired. Is anybody else inspired? I apologize for that being quite loud at the beginning. I turned it down partway through, but Jesus Christ. That was hella loud right at the top, right at the start. Back to Bimkin Churga. I can't remember if I was wearing this outfit last time, but that's my outfit. Look at it. This is me. I'm going to climb a mountain. You should. You should. Clearly inspired. Keep your volume like that and we def can't hear your... It's because I wasn't speaking and it only happens when I'm speaking. Okay, it's fine. I'm going insane. It also depends if you have me at full volume, seemingly, and a lot of people don't do that. Just look how loud I have to yell. TLB, thank you for hitting me with your crowbar. So yeah, since the last time we played, let me just get out in the middle. Why is that guy wearing a space suit? Okay. Since the last time we played, a bunch has happened, and I'll quickly, very quickly try and overview it for you. It's very complicated. It's very political, and maybe one of my bigger complaints about the vanilla game is towards the end where I said it gets very dry, it gets very political. But apparently starting now, there's going to be significantly less dry politics. But there was a betrayal. Somebody was killed. A dude lost an arm. And he's... Cecile's just hanging out here waiting for me. I see you. I see you just walking through the scene. A dude lost an arm. A leader of state got poisoned. We, as the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, were betrayed. My Scion friends all sort of sacrificed themselves for various reasons, and sort of... I love the roleplay walking. I'm really here for the roleplay walking, and I'm really here for the fact that you dressed up as a chicken to sort of stand in the background. Anyway, the Signs of the Seventh Dawn are pushing towards Ishgard, which is the location that Heavensward happens. They are a city-state that broke away from all of the other city-states in the game. They've been fairly isolationist up till this point, but are dealing with a dragon problem. So I'm going there. I'm assuming for safety, at least initially, I'm inevitably going to end up resolving their dragon problem, and then they're going to come save the day. I see you, Cecile. Lurking. But you join me as we are quite literally doing the opening quest. We might have to skip that video a second time, but I played it just as I don't know if it's going to play a second time. Greetings, sir. Shall I show you inside? Yes, please. Hello. The time for action has come, and Alphino knows what he must do. I think around this point, a lot of the cutscenes start getting voice acted as well, which is good. There's a lot of reading in this game sometimes. Yeah, new VAs.
The dawn's light will shine again.
Yeah, it's not Sam Riegel anymore. The dawn's light will shine again.
So long as we have these specious accusations hanging over us, we will struggle to achieve anything.
But I'm not having to read everything, so long may that continue to happen.
You must go to Ishgard, as Tataru proposed. I will return to Uldar and set things right.
I wonder why they got rid of Sam Riegel. Because Sam Riegel, I suppose he's quite expensive and got busy with other things.
Pray, do not be so hasty, Master Alphino.
Lord Orchefon.
Just look at me and my tiny little legs.
Full well do I understand your desire to clear your names. But now is not the time for drastic action. You yet have allies upon whom you can rely. There is no need to act alone.
You're gonna hear that camera noise when I take a screenshot. It might happen a lot.
Yes. Yes, of course. Pray forgive my impatience.
I bring tidings. Count Edmont has decreed that the three of you be taken in as wards of House Fortin. Under our patronage, you shall be granted access to the city proper.
Okay.
Pray, consider our manor your new headquarters, from which you may gather information and plan how best to proceed. Needless to say, should any of your missing allies be found, as I am certain they shall, they will of course be welcome to join you there.
Getting a new base of operations.
You are more than generous, my friend. On behalf of my fellows, I humbly accept your offer of hospitality.
The Count is a good man and just. He will treat you with the kindness and respect that a hero and dear friend deserves.
To Ishgard, then. Together.
Oh, I need to.
There we shall carry on the Scion's legacy. There we shall begin anew.
Anew. How does this look? How do these cutscenes look? Okay, they're not terrible in vertical. You do lose the sides. I can live with it. I hope you can live with it if you're watching in vertical. Let me know if not.
Here!
I think that's the first time I've heard her speak. That might be the first time they voice acted Tataru. That was definitely a voice. I must go ahead and speak with the Count. Fear not, however, everything has been arranged. Sentries at the gates of judgment have been informed of our decision. You need but state your names and they will allow you to pass. My manservant shall be waiting for you at the city gates, ready to escort you to our manor, where we shall meet again. Until then. Speaking with the Temple Knight. Gotta go to the gate. Gotta go to the gate. Gotta go to the gate. I'm sure that's just... It's just a snowman. It's just a snowman. It's just a snowman that's following me. The snowman is following me, chat. The snowman can fly. I'm going the wrong direction. Oh, if you play Final Fantasy XIV, you might be wondering. I got a little bored. With adding new skills as they were rolling out to my skill bars. So I looked up an optimal end game skill bar setup and have basically added every skill I will potentially ever need in the current expansion. And I'm just unlocking things as we go through. That's not necessarily the best way to play this game, because I have a lot of buttons on here that won't do anything until like level 60 or whatever. And this was the only way I could rationalize it in my brain. So I'm inevitably going to make mistakes, but we're trying our best. And setting it up this way, I've already started using buttons that I wasn't using as much as I was, or should have been. So that's it. That's the entire tweet. I'm going to summon my carbuncle. Carbuncle. Wards of House Fortin? Ah, yes, you may pass. Is the cutscene now going to play a second time? It is. Okay, we're going to watch it again, and this time... Oh, wait, no. It's not the film.
And so they came, at a friend's behest.
Heroes once celebrated as saviors of Eorzea, brought low through treachery, their names blackened with royal blood. With memories of the lost and dreams of redemption, with hope yet in their hearts, they came.
I came to this city to play a card game. Da-da-da-da.
To Ishgard, shining city on the mount, overlooking the dominion of Kurthus. A great and proud nation, devoted to Halone, the Fury, ruled by Thordan VII, Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. The last bastion of the faith, her walls ever bristling with the sworn swords and spears of her 4 high houses. A land that after 1,000 years of war had forgotten what it was to be at peace. Through gates long closed, the warrior of light and his companions passed, entering at last a city whose history was written in blood. In the midst of the Dragonsong War they came, 3 weary travelers whose arrival would set in motion great change. Though none knew then how great.
Heavensward. Interesting. That strange chicken is back again. Greetings, Master Churga. On behalf of House Fortump, I bid you welcome to Ishgard. My lord humbly requests your presence at his residence in the Pillars. You all would come with me. I can't go anywhere. He turned invisible. I just love the roleplay walking. The Pillars. Where are we going? There's something over here. So you want to be a machinist? I forgot machinist existed. Get the big crystal. That is true. I might get the small crystals while we're at it. Run. There aren't that many big crystals. Touchy touchy. Go with chat. I can't mount up. That's the interesting thing, because you unlock that ability to fly in this area eventually, because I think this is the expansion they added flying. But you don't get it by default. Go that way. Following the mini-map to get to these crystals. I'm a noob again! I've been playing the end game of A Realm Reborn for what feels like a month. It's quite nice to come back and be doing, like, starter mode admin. This! One more upstairs. Ads coming up in 5 minutes, chat. Go grab yourself a drink, go grab yourself a snack, hug a loved one, sniff a beloved family animal. I will be here. Final Fantasying. You're here for Forza. Forza will come later. Much much later. Click. Nice. Into the pillars. ARR post game is quite long and it's so dry. Horrendously dry. Where am I right now? Dead center in the middle. Okay. Gotta pick up some crystals, chat. Bear with. While I'm here, I should probably be picking up some side quests. No! We're gonna do the story. And then I'm gonna pick up some side quests naturally. Got time. I've got plenty of time. This. Where am I right now? Over there. Old Crozier. Look at the music. Look at the music. The music feels quite good. One more. I think this is the... Looking at all of the buttons, I'm assuming this is where all the shopping is. Yeah, that's where all the shopping is. Okay. Okay, not to be an insane person, but... There wasn't a quest in the Foundation. No, there was how to become a machinist. I'd forgot machinists existed. It might be good to do mechanism at some point. I'm going to go pick up these quests. I'm going to go immediately back on what I said. Because the story quest might take me somewhere that these quests are completable, and I'm going to try and pick up everything as and when I find it. You have the Machinist, Astrologian, and Dark. Is the Machinist... They use a gun, right? The Machinist? I quite like the idea, but I don't... No, I've done you. I'm here for a quest. Oh, wait. Is that what this is? The quest to get Dark Knight? You didn't see the trial earlier? Your last fury take me. The heretic swung that slab of iron he called a sword. It was a sight to behold. He could have carried a shield if he wanted to. The blade was so big. Had to keep two hands on it all the time. I was amazed. I need to read. He couldn't have carried a shield if he wanted to. The blade was so big. Had to keep two hands on it at all times. I was amazed he managed to keep up with the Temple Knight for as long as he did. Fought like a demon from the deepest pits of the seventh hell, bellowing threats and working his arts. I wasn't sure what to make of it at first, but then I heard someone say that he must be a Dark Knight. But you didn't hear that from me, eh? In fact, I'm sure I don't know anything about it. No. Hey, let us speak no... Okay. I'm not doing that right now. And I'm assuming that's astrologer. We're not doing those right now. That indeed is Dark Knight, and the job story is one of the most liked by the community. We will continue the story for the time being. The main story. I don't want to get roped into being a Dark Knight. What was that? Somebody just fell out of the sky. Good news, everybody. I'm confused by the layout of this castle. Okay, I think I'm heading in the right direction now. Aha! The Warrior of Light and his brave companions walking the streets of Ishgard at last. What a glorious sight. Can I tell you how long I have waited for this day? Allow me to present to you my family home, Fortomp Manor. I should like nothing more to show you around, but everyone is gathered to receive you. Come, my friends, introductions must be made. And starting any second, chat.
My lord, I have returned with the Scions.
My lord.
I hope your journey was not too taxing.
Count Edmond de Fortomp.
I, Count Edmond de Fortomp, do bid you welcome.
Hello, Count Edmond de Fortomp.
As wards of House Fortomp, you shall be afforded every courtesy. My home is your home.
My companions and I are deeply honored, Count Forton.
The honor is mine, Master Alphino. Consider it an expression of our gratitude for your service to Ishgard.
Why does this feel like a trap already? I've only been here 2 seconds.
Forgive me, my lord, but are you not concerned? To accept foreign guests at such a juncture, especially ones with our reputation.
Too nice.
Do not worry yourself on my account. 'Tis true that Ishgard's first thought has ever been the war effort, hence the closing of our borders.
I trust a man in puffy trousers. I do not trust a man with puffy sleeves.
Yet it is in troubled times most of all that men should seek allies.
Words
Don't you think?
words to live by.
Granted, my decision will have raised eyebrows in the vault and in the halls of the other high houses. But so long as you continue with your altruistic endeavors, I doubt my honored peers will feel moved to voice their concerns.
Then there is naught to fear. Though our numbers are much reduced, we are no less determined to carry on our work.
As long as we don't become evil, nobody's going to get upset about it.
Full glad am I to hear it. But before you return to your labors, why not take a tour of the city? You would do well, I think, to acquaint yourselves with your new surroundings. After all, you may be here for some time.
Might be here for some time, chat. Problem now is the problem now. The quest is going to give me a tour, and I've been to all of the crystals already. Watch that be the thing. Watch that be the thing. My brain was like, you have to collect all of this, but watch the tour to be. It's going to take me to all of the places I've just been already. I have a concern. None of those pieces of gear are relevant to it. Alphino has a mind to learn more about Ishgard. Welcome back from the ants, chat. Though our friends in House Fortomp have been generous enough to extend us their protection, we must care not to impose too much on their hospitality. It's only proper that we learn about our new home so that we might become more self-sufficient. It'll take a while to learn the lay of the land, but learn it we must. Then there's the market and the taverns. We need to know where to shop and where to hear small talk. Would seem a tour of the city is indeed in order. Would. I thank you for your counsel, my lord. My companions and I shall, of course, do as you suggest. Very good. Then my manservant shall accompany you. He will be able to answer any questions you might. He's going to take me to all of those places the crystals are. I've wasted my time. But I grow forgetful in my dotage. There is something I must give you ere we part. The documentation is in order, I trust. Yes, my lord. Excuse me. We're getting passports now. I said this wasn't going to be political, and they're giving us documentation. These documents identify you. These documents identify you as wards of House Fortemps. Given that our borders have remained closed for decades, many of my countrymen are unaccustomed to treating with foreigners. Should anyone happen to question your presence here, it may prove necessary to remind them that you remain under the protection of House Fortemps, but let us hope it shall not come to that. Rest assured, we will do our utmost to avoid any situation which might compel us to invoke your name. Chimken, Tataru, the city awaits. Let's go. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. I could yawn without noise, but then where's the fun? Where's the fun, chat? Where is the fun? As this is your first time in our fair city, pray permit me to show you to the Hoplon, from whence we may gaze upon the splendor of the Holy Vault, though all other sights pale in comparison. It is only meet that you see it first. I shall then show you around the Jewel Crozier, where you may purchase all goods and services before descending to Foundation's Aetherite Plaza, if there are no questions. Good news, chat. We get to do the same tour a second time. I mean, it's slightly different. This time I'm walking upstairs. I'm really in love with the music. Such a nice change considering how long I've been in ARR. The Hoplon, so named for the bronze great shield borne by our nation's patron deity, is the largest plaza in Ishgard. Magnificent cathedral to the north, of course, is the Holy Vault. The vault is both Ishgard's seat of government and the residence of the Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. Begging your pardon, the statues to the south are they perchance Thorden's famed Knights 12? Very good, Master Alphino. They are the fathers of Ishgard, the brave knights who joined King Thorden, the first to put down Nidhogg, found this great nation. As is a city rich in history and tradition, there is much you can learn by exploring the pillars, time permitting, of course. Now then, if you would follow me to the Jewel Crozier, I have no idea how to pronounce that word. I shall introduce you to Mistress Elias, our Master of the Markets. Watch me murder several thousand fantasy-style names in a single bound. I miss my chocobo. Chocobo, however you pronounce it. Okay, heading in the right direction. Oh, there's the market board. Okay. Alizé, maybe? Well, you're clearly not locals or traveling peddlers, which makes you all... Wards of House Fortemps, how very interesting. Count Edmond has granted us leave to remain in Ishgard for as long as we wish, which may be some time. Accordingly, we will have need of sundry goods, hence our desire to make your acquaintance. That is, of course, assuming you are content to accept the custom of foreigners, should you be uncomfortable. Young sir, we do not discriminate in matters of money. If you have coin to spend, who are we to refuse it? Weapons, armor, accoutrement, medicine and materials, whatever you desire, it can be found in the crozier. Our merchants will be more than happy to accommodate you. You shall soon see. Our next destination is the Aetheryte Plaza in Foundation, if everyone is ready. I fucking love Tatara as a character. They're so cute. Leave that way. We can. I'm gonna say it again. I miss my Chocobo. Please. It's so slow to walk everywhere by foot. How do people do this? And over that way. Assuming we're going to go out on a mission shortly as well. Because this entire expansion can't be within this one city. Ark of the Humble. Asphalt of Manservant. And here we have the foundations of Aetheryte Plaza. If you have yet to attune to the Aetheryte, it would be wise to do so now. I've already done it. Haha. None of those are good. I said about not having access to certain skills earlier today. I'm soon going to level up the rate I'm going. Your guide is eager to continue your tour of Ishgard. As for our next destination, mayhap we should decide together what else can be found nearby. Sky Steel Manufactory stands to the west. There our engineers conceive and manufacture weapons for use against the dragons. The holy stables where chocobos are trained for war also lie in that direction. To the north and east can be found the congregation of our knights most heavenly, while to the south and east, well, 'twould be best if you avoided that area. I want to go to the place that they tell me to avoid. And why is that? I fear our knights may not be able to ensure your safety in the lowest levels, Master Alphino. Hold your nose when you pass the Brum, little lord. A delicate flower like you is like to wilt in our fumes. Do they have a slum? Is that what's being implied here? You misjudge me, sir. I am no lord, but a humble traveler. Oh, come to see the sights, have ye? Take a turn down the Hoplon and gawp at the statues. Well, if you're a mind to learn how the better half live, come and have a drink at the Forgotten Night if your nursemaid will let you. They have a slum. My humblest apologies, Master Alphino. Pray pay that drunken lout no mind. Oh, but I must. It would not do to refuse such a heartfelt invitation. Yes, I simply must see this Forgotten Night for myself. I trust you see the wisdom in this, Bimkin. There are a few sources of information more abundant than a bustling local hostelry. Not that I expect to hear any news of our missing comrades just yet. Nevertheless, who can say what we might learn of recent events? And I'm coming too. Tatara wants to get peshed. Tatara wants to get peshed. Quest accepted. Da-da-da-da. Vulcan Ryan, considering your fondness for Final Fantasy, have you ever tried Final Fantasy 14? I was a little Have you heard of the critically acclaimed MMORPG XIV expand? Which you could? Yes, I have. I have. Hi, Nevik. Just salt the upstairs. Oh, it literally comes out here. Where is... Okay, we've been there before. It's fine. Last time I played an MMO, I got sucked in for like 6 months. Is this the farthest you've gotten before? No, I'm in... my other character is in Shadowbringers. But I have not played for... The last time I played Heavensward... It's been a very long time since I had a character at this point. Maybe don't... Considering how busy you are, Ryan, maybe don't play an MMO. Must say, this is rather unusual. Not just one, but a whole party of fresh new faces in my tavern. We but recently arrived in Ishgard and are eager to acquaint ourselves with a more notable establishments master. Gibralon? Just Gibralon will do. I'm flattered you think so highly of my establishment. Can't promise it'll live up to your expectations, but if it's decent food and drink you're after, you could do much worse. Judging by the number of customers I see, I suspect your fare is rather more than decent. Speaking of your clientele, I could not help but note a difference between those who frequent the upper and lower floors. Spotted that, did you? Up here you'll find peddlers, porters, off-duty knights, and so forth, dropping in on their way to or from somewhere else. Regulars maybe, but not locals. Folks from the Brum, they tend to congregate downstairs, where we offer a menu more suited to their taste, cheaper meals, stronger spirits, all quality in mind, but not the sort of stuff I'd recommend to yourselves. You speak of the lowest levels, yes. Why do they call them the Brum? If I may ask. The broom? Because when the weather's foul and the broom rolls in thick, it's the poor sods living at the bottom who have to deal with it. Is that a word that I'm not familiar with? The broom? I'm saying brum. How do you pronounce it? Define broom? Is there literary or poetic term for thick mist or fog?
Broom.
Broom, okay. One second, chat. And it's not just the weather. When the wyverns broke through the wards and started tearing up the city, it was the broom that got the worst of it, while the pillars enjoyed the protection of the high houses and the temple knights. More and a few people are still sore about that, mind, which is why, considering your present company, I'd recommend you keep your wits about you if you mean to go below and something sharp in your boot, just to be sure. I shall take your words to heart, sir. Master Alphino, I think it would be best if we return to Fortemps Manor. You going ahead without me? I'm staying for a drink or two. Mr. Taro, I'm afraid that is out of the question. My lord the Count would never forgive me if I abandoned one of his charges in such a place. Least of all, a maiden. This is all very medieval. Don't forget, if the pavement's too hot for your hand, it's too hot for your dog's paw. Sure. I don't have a dog. Whose dog are we talking about? Welcome in. How's it going? Look around, Alphino. This tavern's full of people whose business regularly takes them beyond the gates of judgment. Welcome to Fantasy France. With friends like that, I could practically live here and wait for the newest gossip to come to me. Indeed, but we will be safe. Will you be safe here on your own? Oh, please. Do you know how often I looked after the waking sands and the rising stones by myself? If I had a gill for every unwelcome call I've driven away, I'd be rich beyond my wildest dreams. I'll be fine. Katara is a booze hound. Not that I doubt the lady's lack of knack for fending off unwanted advances, but I'll be damned if I'm going to let anyone lay an unwelcome hand on a patron in my establishment. That settles it then. Tataru, Bimkin, and I shall return to the manor for now. Sorry. That settles it then. Tataru, Bimkin, and I shall return. There's a comma there. Bimkin and I shall return to the manor for now. Contact me by link Pearl if you require assistance. I will. Let's leave the small childlike character in a. That's a what. This is the thing with Lalafell. You assume it's a kid. It's not a kid. I'm not sure if babies exist in this universe. Would it be cannibalism if you use the eat chicken emote? No, I am not a chicken. I eat chicken to absorb their power. That is the law reason. Need to go back to the pillars. That way. I'm gonna have to decide if I want to do my first ever additional job, because I now have access to Machinist, Astrologian, and Dark Knight, and I've yet to unlock a additional class yet. I've yet to unlock an additional class. I can speak. I'm good at speaking. I've spoken many a word. They do exist. I forgot the first used baby bit is just baby wrapped in a blanket. Fair enough. I don't think I've ever seen, I think I've seen children. I can't remember, but either way. Welcome, Master Churga. Shall I show you inside the manor? Yes, please. Hello. Tell us then, Master Alphino, does Ishgard meet your expectations? That which I imagine pales in comparison to the reality. I felt the weight of 1,000 years of history with every step I took, and when those steps took me past the scars left behind by wyverns in Foundation, I understood how easily that history could end in tragedy. The attack was devastating, the casualties unspeakable. The wyverns did not discriminate. Unarmed men and children, even unarmed men and women, even children were given no quarter. The Emmerich has ordered his knights to strengthen our defenses, and each house has been called upon to lend what support it can. There is much to be done, yet alas, able-bodied men and women are in short supply. What's with the giant logo on the stream? It hides the game chat. People can drop racial slurs. More so than other games. It's an MMO. People in MMOs can be dicks. I saw a lot of people do this. And I'm like, I'm just going to do it. Chances are it's not going to be used, but it also allows people to DM me. Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. Mayhap, we could be of assistance, my lord. After all you have done for us, we would welcome any opportunity to repay your kindness. Chicken. That is most generous gift, Master Alphino. You are guests in my home, to whom I have extended my hospitality without obligation, let or lien. Nevertheless, Ishgard's need is great, and if you're willing to aid our cause, I cannot well refuse. Good. What would you ask of us? Makes a character in your server just to send a rude message. Don't do that. From what I have heard, you are an intelligent and persuasive young man. Such qualities may prove most useful to us in our efforts to secure provisions from foreign sources, identifying trustworthy suppliers, brokering contracts, and so on. Please just let me go kill something. As for you, Master Churga, I could ask for no one better than a storied veteran such as yourself, a man with the capacity to act swiftly and decisively when needed to aid Artoriel, and Emineladen in their duties. I beg your pardon. I'm more than capable of carrying out my duty by myself. I have no need for our honored guest's assistance. Now, be reasonable, brother. What manner of fool would say no when a famous hero offered to do his work? Hold your tongues. By the Fury, the two of you will conduct yourselves with more dignity befitting your station and show Master Churga the respect he deserves. This is the man who slew Gaius Van Belsar and some half-dozen primals besides. He is not here to steal your glory or to serve as your errand boy. Part of them, they're improprietary. Master Churga, I should be much obliged if you would lend my sons a helping hand. Some parts of the reading of this game, I don't think I'm coded to 100. All of the medieval speech is a little bit much for me to... I just want to go out and kill something. I want to send my little character with his little outfit to go and kill something. We get to the questing, please. My thanks, Fury willing. They may even learn something from you. Soon. Would seem we shall not want for employment over the coming days. Though that was never in doubt. Our host's initial reluctance to accept our offer of aid was solely for appearance sake. In truth, he is glad of this opportunity to put us to work. By granting us patronage, House Fortomp has taken a tremendous risk. Until we demonstrate our worth to Ishgard at large, the Count will face considerable opposition from his peers in matters of great and small. So he would have us publicly serve Ishgard while simultaneously keeping his sons in check. It's an arrangement we may benefit from in unexpected ways. My own duties may feasibly bring me in contact with people who know something of our missing comrades. And as you go about helping two lords with their various responsibilities, you will inevitably make new acquaintances, Ishgard, mayhap even new allies. Yes, the more I think on it, the more confident I am that by furthering their goals, we shall further our own. Holy shit. Was that even English after that? I do not want to dress up like a jester. Okay, we have quests, everybody. Whole ass quests. Lord Artoirel is less than eager to brief you on his mission. Let us begin anew, Master Churga. I'm Sir Artoirel. Artie, we'll call him. Eldest son of Count Edmond de Forton. It be me. Hello. Do you like bad French accents, chat?
Flap flap.
Raiders.
It be me just raided.
Hello. Hi B. How's it going? Raiders, my name is Chimken, otherwise known as Chim. I'm a variety streamer. Today, I have quite literally just stepped into the first expansion of Final Fantasy XIV, Heavensward. A little bit of context, I have played through this before, but I remember none of it. I had a character which I binned quite some time ago. So this is all reasonably fresh for me. If you're an enjoyer of Final Fantasy XIV, I will be playing it for quite some time today. And maybe some Forza later on. Welcome in. Chim, the sun has hit my room. Why is it so fucking warm? I'm sorry. I have an air conditioner back here working full blast, and I'm still a little bit sweaty. I hope it alleviates soon, because jeepers. The UK, everybody. I'm gonna get, it's happened again. It's the annual time that I need to do this. For all of the people on Twitch that are looking at us going, oh, the UK isn't that hot right now. Your houses aren't built like pizza ovens. That's it. That's literally it. We complain about high temperatures. They might not be as hot as your country is, but at least you're not living in a pizza oven. Unknown 74, welcome in. Ego, or I can't even slightly pronounce your username. Ego or Meternum Quodosolum. Thank you for the first time chat and welcome in. That is a hell of a username. B, welcome in. J, welcome in. Any bad accents are a good time. We're being boiled alive. It's hot. How did you find Dead is Disco? Dead as Disco? Dead blah, 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 blah. I can speak. How did you find Dead as Disco? I famously had to bin that on stream because it was too overwhelming for me. How was it for you? I hope you had a nice time. It was a number of contributing things, but that was my first ever. I literally have to stop streaming because this game is making my brain hurt in a very interesting way. But raiders, if you need to raid and run, please do so. I will be, like I said, playing Final Fantasy XIV for some time. I'm going to take this opportunity to play your raid trailer. If you see anything you like, feel free to stick around. But if you are put off me forever, that is perfectly good too. I am going to mute the game so there's not weird music playing in the background. Oh, I love it. Been playing the demo on and off for nearly a year now, and the early access is fab. Deal. Thank you for a gift sub to It Be Me. I'll see you in a sec.
Peep peep.
Friends and enemies,
Cecile
distinguished guests, people in
Valdelius
possession of
has
souls.
gifted a tier
Welcome
1
to the Bopper
subscription to It Be Me.
I hope everybody's ready to watch Chimken get fisted. Welcome to the Bopper. Oh, no. I'm here to kick ass. Can I interest anybody in a stinky secret? Daddy? Yes? Is there something the matter? That shouldn't be that funny. Look at that peen. Oh. It's nicer if you suck on it and it lasts a while. So take your top off. My bunghole is very tidy, I'll have you know. Chim, stop edging chat. I don't understand. I never said such a thing. If you're gonna eat anything, on my recommendation, you have your own ass on hand always. You should never go hungry again. You heard me. I'm aroused just from the conversation about the pink living jellyfish. Oh, that's a very interesting thing to say on the internet. He's gonna fist me, and not in a pleasurable way. This butt plug chicken. Oh, I'm so ready. Oh, I'm so ready. I'm mildly concerned. Look how thick he is. Really, really sturdy. I'm gonna poop on you. It's pretty bad. And I have a juicy fat ass. What's the worst that could happen? And this is where I will be for the rest of the night. Oh, come on! Punch them into submission. No other place can I talk so openly about pissing myself. I'd prefer if you didn't make me pee myself. Whoops! I just need to go change my underwear. I really want to have sex on stream. Would anybody like to join me in the cum bath? Remember my mysterious hole. Didn't do it last time, not doing it this time either. Ha, 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 ha. Please don't let that be a wipe. I would like to make some sweet music with him. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. You know what's really good, guys? Stabbing zombies up the bum. Now I've ruined it. I am going to die. Ah, ha, ha. You. The government, we have bulkheads. That's it. That's all I've got. Thank you for the raid, B. It's lovely to see you. Please go cool down. You'll forgive me for my outburst. I meant no disrespect. I merely consider myself equal to the duties entrusted to me, unlike some. I'm struggling with medieval speech. So if I stutter with any words, I struggle to read out loud sometimes at the best of times. So, like, throw in a medieval term and my brain just falls out my ears. Oh, chauffeur. I've even heard that one spoken. I've spoken to you often. If you are even half the man he claims, I shall be glad to have you at my side. The matter at hand, then, we will be assisting my esteemed compatriots of House Durandare and Dismail. No worries, no worries. I'll have a wee stretch, but lurking anyway. Thank you, B. You're aware of your friendly rivalry, I take it? Well, suffice it to say, the prospect of assisting said houses does not fill me with joy. However, it is the will of the Holy See that we set aside our differences at this crucial juncture, but we shall speak more of that anon. First, we must go secure transport to the Falcon's Nest. Let us make for the Chocobo Stables in Foundation. To the stables! Da-da-da-da! To the stables, chat. However you pronounce your name. Yeah. When a man like Lord Emelene, you can be sure that trouble is in store. M. Oh, that works. Emanelaine. Shall we be off then, old boy? He called me old boy. Is that a child? Is that meant to be a child? It just looks like a shrunken adult. What is it a child? What race are they? But where are my manners? Emmanuel de Fortin, second son of Count Reborn, that is. We were just questioning whether they're eventually voiced. Yeah, he's 14. Where are my manners? Emmanuel de Fortin, second son of the true. I'm not fucking with his name. Yes, I know what you're thinking, and you're absolutely right. What ill fortune to be second in a society where the eldest inherits all. Oh, my brother would never cut me off, 'tis true, but who would be satisfied subsisting on a meager allowance, forever overshadowed by his siblings? Not I, old boy, not I. Old boy. Which is why I need your help to ensure that this business and the sea of clouds go swimmingly, so that the tales of my great deeds can win me a place in the people's hearts, or better yet, raise me higher in their estimation than Artois Royal. Ambitious, I grant you, but then I do have a legendary hero to do my bidding. Ha ha ha! Oh, don't look at me that way. I jest anyway. We are to aid the good men and women of House Hill not. They have ever been steadfast friends to our house, though they've fallen on hard times since the calamity, poor blighters. He disproportionately wobbles from like medieval France to medieval English. Nobody says blighters. As for what precisely we will be doing, well, what fun would it be if I told you everything in advance? Just come along with me to the airship landing. We'll need to take the airship to Camp Cloudtop. Okay. We have a destination. And I'm not going to pick up the quests to do the additional classes. It's going to follow the story for now. We're following the story. Having said that, there is one day. Oh god, there's quests everywhere. I'm gonna have to pick them up. I'm sorry. Torsifer seeks assistance with a rather delicate issue. Excuse me, adventurer. I would ask a favor of you on behalf of House Forton. My lord is hosting a banquet and requests attendance from other high houses. Take these invitations and see they are delivered at once. Of course, you will likely not be granted an audience with the lords and ladies of the high houses. Leaving these with the gods will do, but they must be delivered. Okay, now we're delivering mail. Bartolot, what business have you with House Hallenart? Take this letter. An invitation to dine with House Forton. My lord would be honored to attend, but I'm afraid he's quite busy at present, what with the breach of Ishgar's defenses and rising heretic activity. Can't rightly say he's too busy, though. That's for him to decide. You have me word this invitation will be delivered. Okay, well that's one. Head over to the shops. I like to pick up the side quests when I get them. If I ever run into a wall with one of them, I don't always finish, but my quest log is reasonably clean right now. I basically did everything in a Realm Reborn that I could have. So I figured picking up additional side quests would be a good idea, especially if I accidentally just finished them. Matthias is looking for an adventurer who is not afraid of a little hard work. What's this? Looking for a bit of hard work, are we? You don't look to be one strapped for coin, but I never turn away anyone looking to make an honest gill. Would you mind taking a sack of chocolate fodder down to the holy stables in Foundation? The stable master Sevilla is expecting a delivery. You paid me up front, but fear not. That was merely for the fodder. There's still a delivery charge, and you're welcome to it if you take the fodder down there for me. Everybody! Say it loud and say it proud. Fetch quest. Or the opposite of a fetch quest. Is there anything else up here? Why? I'll be honest. I'm vibing with the music really goddamn hard. Sometimes I feel when I play an MMO on stream that I want to turn the audio off, the music off, and listen to something custom. In this, it's been quite pleasant. I just missed my mount. What's your sign? Okay. Heading in the right direction. That's where the prince person is. So, what's the dinner perform? Janelet. This is the residence of House Dushmail. You have no business here. I must ask you to leave. Take this. Banquet hosted by House Forton. I see. Oh, it's nothing. It's just my lord has been tied up with the restoration of Falcon's Rest. I imagine making time to attend will be difficult. Nevertheless, I will see it to he receives the invitation. I kind of want. There's a quest here. Is that on the opposite side of the airship gate? Can I just walk through? I can't. Hello. Cannot help but frown as she reads over her work. You've the look of someone in need of a task. Well, it just so happens I'm looking for a helping hand. One of our delivery airships is under repairs, and we're in the midst of preparing a test flight. Ensuring a safe flight path is of the utmost importance, and I need someone to take this flight plan to Genequa at the Athenium Astrologicum. I would be very grateful if you could take it to him. I'm sorry, was this person far too busy to walk 10 feet up the street? Right here. They're there. Why can't... Greetings and welcome to the Athenium Astrologicum. Might I ask what drew you here to this place of learning? Too many steps, it's like Edinburgh. Missive from Miss Cleow. Another test flight I see, and it leaves us pressed for time. Our knowledge of the dragon's hunting cycle indicates they will be quite active around this time. I need not tell you what will happen should any of our airships encounter them. That is why our astrologians must interpret the stars for signs of Dravanian activity before airships are permitted to leave. But delaying the shipment would have grave repercussions. Our only option is to hasten repairs on the airship. Pray speak with Fromalor at the Sky Skill Manufactory and see if there is aught he can do. Okay, we have a destination. Not up here, is it? It is. No, dinner for 4. We're still doing dinner for 4. Oh! MMOs. Questing. MMOs. Questing. Look at my tiny little legs. Not that way. mean, the view's nice. I mean, B, you might be right. There's a lot of, you're either, like, in reality, right? In reality, a bridge like this wouldn't exist. It would not be flat. There would be stairs here. Because if it rained, you would not be able to walk up this sort of, this bridge is exceedingly steep. Run like the wind, bullseye. Makeshift slip and slide, if you will. Cover yourself in butter on a Friday night and go for a run. Does it look like it would rain here? It rains everywhere. What business brings you? What business brings you to House Durandare? Speak up. Take this. A dinner with House Fortov? And whose favor do they aim to gain this time? Not that it concerns you, but House Durandare and Fortov don't exactly see eye to eye. Little wonder they would ask you to deliver this missive. But far be it from me to exacerbate matters. The invitation will be delivered. What my lords does with it is not my concern. Thanks. Can I now hand that quest in? Yes. We're running. And so you have returned. I hope you were not met with too much hostility. They were all extremely hostile and French. Some might be some were a tiny bit British. The high houses of Ishgard are descended from the heroes who once fought alongside Haldrath, the first Azure Dragoon. Their ancestors were the founders of Ishgard, and it is from their bloodlines the Archbishop is chosen. There is no force greater than their combined strength when pitted against the Horde. When vying for power here in Ishgard, however, they are like the coils, fighting for territory in a small pit. To involve yourself in politics here is a dangerous game. You'd do well to remember that. Consider yourself warned. Now we need to go downstairs. Look at all those side quests. Picking everyone. I'm picking up every one of them. Just in case I miss something. Gibraltar. Gibraltar is never one to leave a patron fallen in the dumps. Hey, you there. Would you mind taking this bottle of mulled wine to the gentleman downstairs? I will go downstairs. I try not to pour water all over my desk. He's a regular around here. And a rather affable one at that, but for a recent lack of employment, he's been looking to get deep in the cups. Thought I'd treat him to a mug of this today and keep a bit of weight off his coin purse. Where are you, bibulous bloke? Now, how did this happen? I feel as if I'm trapped within some waking nightmare. A bit dramatic. What's this? No doubt from Gibraltar, that admiral bastard. Just what I need to drown my troubles. I was a knight in the service of a proud noble family. That is, until my dear lady was accused of heresy. Everything changed after that. Their prestige, their pedigree, everything was stripped away, including me. They say drinking is merely a pause for thinking. Would that I could take from a bottomless mug. Nay, the only thing that stands to wash away is my dignity. Rather than play the drunken fool, I would like to make a gift of this to my lord. Surely this pain I bear is nothing next to his, completely unaware that his wife had committed such heinous crimes. Imagine drinking and turning into like a child-sized pig in a chicken mask, followed by a green chicken and a glowing blue dog. He's a good man, he deserves better, but this is all I can offer him now. I'm loath to impose your kindness further, but could you take this to him in my place? To let him see me in my current state would be disgraceful. I imagine he is still at the airship landing in the Pillars. Okay, I've got to go to the Pillars again. Bricked. Bricked is looking warm tonight. Is looking to keep warm tonight. Excuse me, sir. Do you have any spare wood for a fire? A small bundle or even a few twigs would do. Of course not. As if a bundle of sticks could warm the hands of so many. Dragons have left Foundation in shambles. Countless men and women without shelter. The bitter chill of death breathing down their necks. I fear some may not even live through the night. For you, please speak with Vane Canet of the congregation. Tell him we must have firewood for the citizens here in the Broom. I'm fine. There was a hole there. I took my hands off my keyboard for like 2 seconds. Broke both my legs. Fury-fearing Elezen? This fury-fearing Elezen has a story to tell. I take it by your garb you are not from here. Am I right? The sights of our city must be quite the spectacle. A place rich with history, a story for every brick that paves our streets or frames our hearths and homes. There is much to learn of Ishgard, and I suppose I can tell you a thing or two. If you care to listen to this old man's tales, pray meet me at Saint Rene's Forum. Okay, he's gonna wander off to tell us a story. I might be overdoing it with the quest I'm picking up, but still. Who are you? You are, speak to me. Beg your pardon, but you are Master Churga, I presume? Just the man I was hoping to see. If so happens, I have a proposition for you. You see, in accordance with the Lord Commander's orders, we have established a new system similar to the ones administered by the Adventurers Guilds in Eorzea. We have to document petitions of people and distribute them. Oh, this is levies. This is levies. You may now undertake temple levies. In addition to normal levy quests, which require 1 levy allowance to accept, there are also large-scale levy quests, which require 10. These quests will require more effort, but yield richer rewards. It's the content that happens when you're done with all of the content that happens. Landing a stable job. Be with you in a second. Hi, Sevilla. Welcome to the Holy Stables. What can I do for you? Take this food. Oh, the fodder? Splendid. The chocobos are in for a treat. Specialize in the breeding and training of cavalry chocobos, so they must have nothing but the very best. They're put through an admittedly harsh training regimen, and only a chocobo of the finest stock can endure. That's why my assistant and I... Wait a second, where's my assistant? Sigh. No doubt he's run off to the Light Feather Proving Grounds again. Would you be a dear and go get him for me? And tell him to expect chocobo for breakfast if he doesn't hurry. Now I have to... Okay. I'm making out like I've never played the beginning of an MMO before. They're always like this. That's the story quest. Hello, Stefan Navivian. My prospectometer seems rather fond of you. Let's see, shall we? Odd garb, striking presence would it be right in assuming that you're one of those adventurers? It's very loud in here. Ah, I thought as much. My prospectometer seldom lies, and let me just say, you have made the right choice in visiting my humble workshop. Welcome to the Sky Steel Manufactory, where miracles are born from aether, metal, and imagination. From cannons to ballistas, we develop and manufacture a range of weapons designed to slay dragon invaders. But we are also accepting students who wish to take up a firearm and learn the techniques of the machinist. Oh, not right now. Okay, leave me be. You. Hasten repairs of the airship, easier said than done, my friend. We primarily oversee the production of dragon-slaying weapons, such as the ballistas and the Bertha cannons, under the orders of House Hallianart. The magitech utilized in these airships is most certainly not within our regular field of expertise. It is no simple matter to rush anything. But I suppose if we are to contend with the Horde, it cannot be helped. Tell Clio we will do what we can. Okay, one quest down. Sort of. Holy shit with the running and the screaming. Tell me a story, strange man that I met down the street. Hello? Ah, so you've come to partake of my company here? Then let me start with the statue which stands before you here. This is Saint Renia, a dragoon of great renown said to have wielded Gaybolg. Gaybolg? According to legend, a dragon slew her beloved, and naught but its blood could atone for what she lost. After much searching, she confronted the beast, and that would be the last time she wielded a lance. Upon exacting her revenge, they say she cast it aside on the ground where the dragon was felled, taking up the cloth in its place. From then on, she devoted her life to uplifting the poor and the downtrodden. I dare say there has never been a man or a woman so selfless as she is in our history, and so the Ark of the Humble was constructed that we should never forget her sacrifices. Perhaps worth mentioning that we of Ishgard take great pride in the works of masonry adorning our streets. You will come to find figures of great esteem and respect immortalized in some fashion at nearly every turn. Now then, let us move on to Saint Valor. I shall await you there. I need a button that I can press to get the pronoun. Why has nobody added the feature to games like this where you can just press a button and hear how it's pronounced? I feel like it wouldn't be that big of an ask. Okay, I'm upstairs again. No, that's not important. Where? Okay, I've gone completely the wrong way around. This is the longest route I could have potentially taken to this place. I will go to the airship place first. Is down here. Boing. Hello. Thank goodness. The swiftness of your report is most appreciated. The advent of the airship is a truly wonderful thing, but not without its hindrances, as you can see. They allow us to cross the ice wall, blocking passage to western Kothas and navigate the Sea of Clouds, but Helon have mercy on that ship that should she encounter dragons. That is why the Holy See has seen fit to employ machinists and astrologians to operate to the operation of our airships. Thank you. We're winning. We are winning. Hooray. I go this way. Chat, ads are about to start. I'm going to take this opportunity to go to the bathroom. I might be slightly longer than 3 minutes. I'll be try and be as quickly as possible. Go grab yourself a drink. Go grab yourself a snack. Hug a loved one. Sniff a beloved family animal. I'll be back in a sec. I am returned. Hi. I hope you're good. Did you get a drink? Did you get a snack? Did you hug a loved one? Did you sniff a beloved family animal? Okay, where the hell am I? I'm in the broom again. I need to go upstairs. Please give me the ability to fly again. Please. I don't think I'm going to get it for ages. I TP. I can. I'm not talking to the creepy old man just yet. Who's this? Cold days, colder nights. Bane Canet. Yes, is there aught I can help you with? I see, I'm hardly blind to the plight of my people, but firewood is something of a commodity these days. I cannot hand it out freely as I might otherwise, however, I may have a solution. During the most recent Duranian assault, a number of buildings were destroyed. I thought it a grave misfortune, but there may yet be a silver lining. The timber we've collected from those buildings is unfit for reconstruction. You may take as much as you like to the broom. Okay, we got some wood. Not fit for building, we got some wood. Proving Grounds guard. Looking for who? Oh, the stableman. He went inside not too long ago. I don't know what a Proving Grounds is. Have I done a Proving Grounds before? Hello. Hello there. Come for a few matches as well, I take it. Ah, have you ever seen anything so exhilarating? There is nothing in this world more majestic than a chocobo, spirited and resilient with the plumage kissed by the golden sun. They are my passion, and I long to someday breed the perfect chocobo. Fortunately, I work at the holy stables, or I'd never have the opportunity. The villier's looking for me, bugging me with a hay fork. The fodder must have arrived. Matches will have to wait. Thank you for the tip, friend. Am I literally... Okay. I think I came up here to... Okay. I've become the man. I've become the man. I had to come up here to tell that guy to go to work. I am the man. Fury fearing a lesion. Oh, he's a... There are lessons with the pointy ears. This is, or rather was, the statue of Saint Valerie, an Azure Dragoon of ages past who once drove off the great worm Nidhogg. Surely you've heard of the Azure Dragoon, chosen by the Eye to lead Ishgard's dragoons in the fight against the Dravanian horde. But alas, much like this one, a number of the statues in our fair capital have been defaced during the recent attack. Not that we could ever forget in whose name they were erected, mind you. In fact, one could say these disfigurements are like a badge of honor, earned from a clash from our enemy. Quite remarkable, wouldn't you agree? History being made of history, I'd say. I'm afraid that is all I have to tell of our dear city, but that glimmer in your eye tells me you wish to know more. Pray speak without reglia at Saint... Okay. I'm gonna have to... I might... I'm getting to a point where I have to dislocate my jaw to pronounce some of these words. Ow! No, we're fine. Come on. Let's give some firewood to this gentleman around here. Oh wait, he's upstairs. Where is he? He's up there. Hello? There he is. Bricked. I'm back. Yvaina consented to aid us. Was there any wood to spare? My word, this is... I know not what to say. How did he amass such quantities? No matter. Go and distribute this to the people down below. We must do what we can before this cold claims any more lives. Ow. Freezing vagrant. Take my wood. Bah. What I wouldn't give for a bit of kindling. Take my kindling. For me, truly. So it's true what they say about asking and receiving. Thank you. I mean, at least they're being nice about it. I can bear this cold no longer, Sniffle. Perhaps I should. What? Firewood? Bless you, sir. Bless you. One more. Of course he's up there. Frostbitten vagrant. It's so cold, I cannot feel my hands anymore. Take this wood. Wood for a fire? Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. That it? Are we done? What is this? You over there. The Sorley, it's cold, so very cold. Take my word. Firewood? Oh, hello and be praised. My, that's quite a lot of timber there. Surely you don't mean to distribute that all by yourself. Why not let me handle that for you? It's the least I can do to repay your kindness. Leave it to me. I know these streets like the back of my hand. Folks will be warming themselves all along these streets in no time flat. Thanks again, mister. We'll be seeing you. You took all my wood. Thanks again, mister. Oh my god, is that minx milk? I thought you were dead. It's been ages. How's it going? You do our patron saints proud. Now then, let us take what remains somewhere safe. I died. Oh my god, I wish I knew. Nah, you're good. But a young Ellison girl offered to ration up the rest for you, so I am afraid to say you've been duped. She is a thief and rather well known here in the Brum. She bears no ill intentions, but this is a fair deal, more serious than her usual antics. These are hard times, and I understand how destitution drives one to desperation, but we cannot afford to tolerate her selfish actions, not now. I'm afraid no one shall want warmth tonight, but we must recover the firewood and soon. Apparently I've just been robbed. I just got very politely robbed. How am I? A little all over the place, but I'm trying my best. How is life with you? I'm trying my hardest. It's very hard. Politely robbed. That little girl just took my wood. She was very polite about it. I meant in-game, not in real life, just to clarify. Okay. We are heading up here. What have we got to hand in? And well, I love seeing you around with your chicken head and chicken minions. Thank you. Look. We've got tiny chicken boy! I've been having a nice time with Final Fantasy. I've approached it a lot more casually this time. I often burn out on it. I often burn out in Final Fantasy 14. A thing that I did that made a hell of a difference, and I'm not entirely sure why, and I'm not suggesting it will work. I'm not suggesting it'll work for everybody, but I bought game time as opposed to subscribing this time round, and it's made the playing experience a lot less dramatic. Because when I'm subscribed, I feel like I have to play. When I buy game time for a fixed amount and then it will run out, I feel much better about not playing every day. You can buy time, yeah, you can buy game time cards, which is 60 days and then done. Which it's about the same price as a subscription, but you do a one-off purchase. And it makes my brain substantially happier. Greetings, friend. Hello's blessings be upon you. You wish to know of Ishgard's history. It is not often travelers come seeking such knowledge. The Holy See of Ishgard is home to a myriad of patron saints for which many places are named. In fact, this cathedral was named the first archbishop to oversee the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. They are a testament to the unshakable will of our people, to our unity in the battle against the Dravanian horde. I realize there is much of our people you do not know, and we would not force any... I realize there is much of our people you do not know, and we would not force our views upon you. Rather, we ask you not decry our pursuit of our destiny. The righteous path we walk by the grace of Helon, our truest savior. I'm not going to be mean to them, but that was all very religion coded. Raikoi says hi. Hello, Raikoi. I hope you're good. I keep missing Raikoi's streams because they're like not in line with my time zone. And I'm sleeping more than usual. I'm often asleep when Raikoi's live. Still getting more stuff. Are you going to start streaming again soon, Minx? Foundation. I will. Good. I'm really glad. Setting up my PC while I watch you. I'm glad. I'll be playing Final Fantasy XIV for a while, and then we might drive some cars. The villa. He practically tripped over himself running in here not long ago. Thank you for finding him. He'll have to buckle down if he's serious about becoming a realm-renowned breeder, though he's off to a good start having come here. Ishgard is famous for raising chocobas, you know. They've always been the steed of choice on the battlefield. Proving grounds where you found my starry-eyed assistant ensure they get plenty of practice. Well, I say it's practice, but it also makes a good show for the folks spectating as well. You should see yourself sometime. Nothing like feathers flying from two chocobas fluttering, almost dancing back and forth in the arena. You'll quickly come to understand why they call it light feather proving grounds. And as long as this stable stands, you can be sure our chocobas will be there. I'll confess the weather's been more than unkind to our chocobo chicks, but we have traditions and a reputation to uphold. They gave me an onion. All that running around and I get an onion. We bought a house, but I finally got some time to put some stuff together. I know the pain. Well, it's good. Where am I going? Where is this? I can't figure out where this quest is. Oh, drink the pain away. Drink the pain away. Once upon a time, I bought a house, and I fully understand how stressful that process can be. So I hope it went well for you guys, and best of luck in your new home. Because holy shit, buying a house is not always a straightforward process, and it is stressful, and I hope you're making it a nice place. It's so hard, yeah. We got a mortgage. It's why I was gone so long. We got a mortgage advisor. We had like multiple people on our side. We didn't own anywhere at the time that we bought the place that we're in now, and it still took like 8-9 months. It was buying a house is crazy. So take your time. Can I help you with something? So much to do. Yeah. And that's just, I'm just talking about the administration. We were lucky enough to live with my parents still, so we had very little stuff. We bought all of our stuff when we moved here. If we ever have to move from here, I might lose my mind. After all that has happened, he still thinks to put me first. Would that if I could do more for him, but alas, I've lost nearly everything: my title, my land, my wife. She was accused of heresy, and I did all within my power to advocate her innocence, but in the end there was naught I could do to forestall the hand of judgment. I was a man of great station, and yet I have never felt so low, so helpless. But the fury has spoken, and to refuse her is perhaps a greater crime than those thrust upon my beloved wife. Now, if you will excuse me, it is nearly time to, Where did he run off to? I'm terribly sorry to trouble you, but would you help me look for my son? We can ill afford to be late. And now I'm looking for this guy's child. Not you. I mean, he's gonna be here somewhere. Now, I was when we bought this place, it had taken such a long time. It should have been a nice and simple, straightforward transaction when we bought this house, and it simply wasn't. And the people were dragging their feet, and like people were on our side and like yelling at other people on our behalf, and it got to a point where I was just like, just cancel it. We'll find somewhere else. And then all of a sudden, shit happened. Where is this child? Are you the OG owners? No.
Flap flap. Pixel Mya are just raided.
So, very quickly, Pixel. We bought this place from a woman that had already secured the place that she was moving to. There was just, it should not have been as complicated as it was. Pixel, Raiders, welcome in. My name is Chimken, otherwise known as Chim. I'm a variety streamer, and today I am playing Final Fantasy XIV. If you're buying an older home, make sure you look into some of the older materials that may need replacing. This was just, yeah, it was nuts. I'm dealing with that now. Are you really? Is stuff falling down? Pixel, how is Death Stranding 2? Raiders, you're looking for a child? I am looking for a child, not in real life. Never, ever in real life. Raiders, my name is Chimken, otherwise known as Jim. I'm a variety streamer, and today we're playing Final Fantasy XIV with a plan to move into some Forza. Later on, if you are MMO coded or driving coded, you've come to the right place. Pixel, I hope you had a nice time in Death Stranding. Raiders, if you need to raid and run, please do so. But if I could take your time and play a raid trailer for you, if you like, feel free to stick around. But if you are put off me forever, that is good too. I am an acquired taste sometimes. Now, they just used asbestos tape around the ducts that needs to get removed. We have asbestos in our garage, and we did a review when we moved in. And the major positive about the asbestos in our garage was they were like, well, you're never going to live in here, so it's probably not a problem. So I basically can never live in my garage. Pop. Enough of the fanny and penis talk. Hello, Raiders. My name is Chimken. I'm a very shy, attractive, naive, extremely modest, pent-up, pilgrimy type of man. I wish I was lying. Butts, motherfuck, sucks. I'm a very straightforward human being. Disclaimer, the balls directly up my ass. What a glorious rim job, may be a bit too far. And now we're moving on. I desperately need to piss. I've retained some feeling in my ass cheeks. Let's make it weird. I will get the cow pregnant. And you're the one that's about to be turned on by it. There's two of them. Bye. Do it again. They were naked. I'm sure it's fine. What happens if I touch myself? Don't answer that question. Did you know? I like it when people kiss. I'm not a simpleton. I can't be good. There's nothing weird going on. I will literally get your butthole lasered. I have a reason. I am the problem. Fisting and a cum bath. We are not a cum bath. We are a cum nation. It's not as weird as that sounds. DM me if you would like to. I saved it. Yeah, it's usually fine if you don't disturb it. Yeah, it's in the roof. We had to, when we bought this place, the house we have is like built in the 60s. Finding stuff they didn't mention. See, the didn't mention thing kind of sucks. We had quite a detail. We were as first-time buyers without an excess of money. We were willing to pay out. We got so many reviews done and reports done. And when we bought the place to get the mortgage that we want. The bank required that we did a review of this garage that we've got outside behind the property, and there is but I can never live in there. I can never live in there, but there are spiders the size of my hand, and I've got pretty big hands. So it's fine. We just dump stuff in there and close the door and hope for the best. But there's areas where they already had to encapsulate it because it's cracking. Spiders as big as hands. I, no word of a lie, went down there to deposit my old office chair. The community helped me buy a new office chair recently. And I went down there to sort of like wheel in my old office chair and then close the door. And there was a shadow. I didn't see the spider, but it was like this. And there was it cast a shadow. There was something moving that cast a shadow. So I closed the door and have thought nothing else about it. It was either a giant spider or potentially a rolled up ball of plastic. We'll never know. I found some stuff the inspector missed. Ugh. Get a good inspector. Don't let them miss that shit. Where is this goddamn child? It's like, we're very privileged to own property in 2026. We are very privileged to own property. I recognize my privilege in owning property. But holy shit, it shouldn't be as hard as it is sometimes. Am I being dumb? Am I actively being dumb? Drinking the pain away. Search for the title. You're the only... You could... Okay. The child is in the walls. What's he doing in the walls? Is this the tribunal? There's a second circle. There's a circle here. Oh my god, I'm in the wrong fucking place. I might be in the wrong place. I might be in the wrong place. I'm in completely the wrong place. I'm not even close to the place that I'm meant to be. I was walking around inside a quest circle that wasn't related to this. There he is. Didn't see any of that. Father is searching for me, then it's his time. Forgive me, Father. Insisted we leave immediately, but I had to see for myself. This is where they took my mother to receive Helene's judgment. He said he would fight for her, that justice would be served. But in the end, justice took my mother away from us. Perhaps if I had been stronger, I could have won the battle that my father did not. Hi, Chrome. Well, I must be going. Goodbye, mister. Chrome, I've unlocked Heavensward, and holy fetch quest, Batman. There are so many in such a very small space. We are now going to proceed with actual story and forget any of this happened. I was like, I'm just going to pick up all of these quests when I find them, because if I leave them, I'm never going to do them. I picked up every single one. Go over here, get some wood. Go over here, find a child. Gosh, that's one way to play. I pick up quests when I find them. Is that not the right thing to do? I pick up every quest and then do them all. It means I'm thorough. I never miss anything. Artwarel, greetings, Master Churga. I've saddled a black chocobo for your journey to the Western Highlands, as per Lord Artwarel's instructions. Will this be your first time riding a black chocobo, may I ask? If so, you're in for a treat. As I dare say you know, this particular breed can fly. Given the right conditions, they can carry you quite high too, even over Snowcloak. You needn't worry about the directing the bird, of course. Like all porters, she is trained to carry you to your destination all by herself, so just relax and enjoy the view. Oh, but be sure not to relax your grip, will you? 2 hands on the reins at all times, if you please. Let's go. As long as you're having fun. I am having fun. I've streamed this game twice now. I said the first time that I would be dipping in and out of it on stream, and I'm sticking to that rule. I wanna get up to the end of Dawn Trail before January. But it's fun having you. Yes. I can 100% yes.
To the frozen wastes of the Western Highlands, once verdant tracts made pallid by the calamity. Beyond the towering wall of ice, to lands long forsaken that the knights of Ishgard strove tirelessly to reclaim.
Thank you, Chrome. I'm not
sure. To
the
hamlet of Falcon's Nest. Once abandoned, now freed of its pall of snow and ash.
That bird has a tiny hat. That bird has a tiny hat. That bird is me. We can both move data centers to play together. That was going to be my question. How do I, a European player, play with an American player? Jared, thank you for the hydrate. How do I? We both moved to Materia. Okay. How do I, an English player, play with you, a colonist? No, you're not you're Canadian. That's different. You're not a colonial. Artwarel, you have a silly name. The world looks quite different when viewed from the back of an airborne chocobo, does it not? I still find the experience strangely liberating. The business, Sir Redwald is in charge here. He should be expecting us. I'm an American living in Canada. That sounds like you're starting to sing a song. I'm an American living in Canada. Da, 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 da. You write a song. You write a song about that. Would that mean you're... 1 second, chat. I just gotta go do something. I'll be a bee. Make this make sense, right? Make this make sense. It's hot weather. Why do people... Somebody's lit a bonfire, which means everybody in the general vicinity has to close their windows. In hot weather. How desperate is that bonfire? Why bonfire? Why couldn't they have done it in the winter? It has been far too long, Lord Artwarel, and who might your companion be? Yeah, my mum started the bonfire. How dare you? With their burning loins. Their only source of joy. Your mother's burning loins are their only source of joy. Yes, I have a button for that. Rome, you're officially the your mother is officially the only mother that has a dedicated button on my Twitch channel. I should dedicate other buttons to other people's mums. Pray forgive our lateness, Sir Redwald. I present to you Bimkin Churga, Ward of House Forton. So good every time. I'm really here for it. Ah, yes, of course. Lord Drillmore spoke of you. I, Sir Redwald of House Durandare, do bid you welcome to Falcon's Nest. We are both eager to contribute to the settlement's restoration. How may we be of service? Before we speak of that, would I be correct in assuming that Master Churga is unfamiliar with our recent history? Then, with your permission, I shall recount the tale of his, or the tale for his benefit. Yes, tell me. You may know Falcon's Nest was once a hamlet with a small garrison of knights and some few villagers. Then came the calamity. When it became clear that the snow would not stop falling, we had no choice but to order a complete withdrawal. The settlement and the entirety of the Western Highlands were to be abandoned. Abandoned to the heretics. Lady Iceheart and her kind have walked these lands with impunity ever since. Hey, but no longer. The Holy See has commanded the reclamation of the Western Highlands and the expulsion of heretical elements. Falcon's Nest is key to accomplishing these objectives, but as you can see, rebuilding the hamlet will be no small undertaking. Our craftsmen require support and protection. Any assistance you can offer will be greatly appreciated. Why did the music just stop? I'm so confused. As promised, we of House Forton will be at your disposal, Sir Redwald. You need but tell us where to begin. Click. Ta-ta-ta-ta! Okay, and now we've got additional side quests, everybody. You know what? I'm going to hide the onwards and upwards one, because I think that's a completely different zone for the time being. Redwald. The Redwald would have you assist the craftsmen rebuilding the fortifications of Falcon's Nest. Several craftsmen in the service of House Dishmail are contributing to the restoration of Falcon's Nest. The problem with some of these names, I keep reading them, and then my brain goes, did I read it that way last time? These men and women are quite skilled at building and repairing fortifications, but their progress has been hampered by a number of factors. Roth, their foreman, tells me he has need of a man with your talents. Would you be so kind to seek him out? Hello, Noir Terrell. Noir Terrell grows worried about the supply stores at Falcon's Rest. French will do that. I'm just like... Noir... you'd like to help out, would you? I suppose there's something you might be able to lend a hand with. We're sort of rather short of foodstuffs. Ignore that, it's not important. We're rather short of foodstuffs. There's plenty of Steinbocks wandering around just outside the fortress. Please slay a few of them and bring me their meat. I'd say 3 be enough for the time being. See, this is why I do this, right? This is why I do this. If I hadn't picked up this quest, I would have to go outside to kill them specially. If I pick them up, chances are the quest line's going to take me outside the city, so I can kill them when I'm out there, and then when I come back, I can hand them in. That's the story I'm sticking to. It's horrible stuff. It's tough like boot leather, and it tastes like it too, but we can't afford to be picky around here, especially not with our food stores looking the way they do. Gotta go kill some borbs. Lost in thought. I look worried, you say? Nothing of the sort. I was simply thinking about something. The rebuilding of Falcon's Nest, in fact. The damage from the calamity and the freezing winds it brought with it was tremendous. Even the rats fled, driven out by the cold. With the imposter Gualam dealt with, we can move forward with the rebuilding of the fortifications. I'm truly delighted and proud to be part of it. It's no simple task. The heretics' various supporters are obviously still a major concern, and the high houses still have their squabbles and their disputes with the citizenry. Frankly, there's no end to the difficulties we face. Yesterday, some valuable supplies went missing, stolen from within this very fortress, right beneath our noses. We have no leads, and we don't have the resources to scour the highlands looking for these supplies, but if you happen to see a group of suspicious-looking fellows carrying a large crate with them, it may well be our stolen goods. Please recover them for us. What am I doing in this giant circle? Roth. Yes, I'm Roth. Who might you be? Oh, I'm waving my arms around. We are having a conversation. Ah, the promised help. Glad to have you aboard. I have the honor of overseeing the fine mess you see before you. Sent me over on one of them backbirds, same as you, to build and mend and tell others how to build and mend. But fury take me, the ice. It's bloody unnatural how fast it forms. It's icicle sprites. I tell you, mark my words, there's pockets of them here and there just waiting for me to turn my back so they can sneak out and do their dirty work. So I need you to search the hamlet and put an end to it. If you stand watch long enough, you're sure to find them. Oh my god, actual fighting? It's been days. It's been days. Murder time, murder time. Actual fighting, crazy idea, crazy. I skillfully pressed that same button over and over again until they died. I am the best button presser. Fighting in my visual novel. Fighting in my visual novel? Are there stairs in here? No. I don't play visual novels on this channel, Cecile. I'm the only person who has famously not had sex with somebody when I finished a visual novel. The whole point was I was meant to be having sex with somebody, and I didn't. The game ended. No! It was the other way around. The whole idea was you're meant to be getting into a relationship with somebody, and the guy at the end was like, let's have sex, so we had sex. And then he was like, but I don't see us in a relationship, and the game ended. I think it was that way around. It's been a while. I think it was that way around. It would help if I was pressing the right button, wouldn't it? Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. I'm literally dumb. I was pressing the wrong button and I couldn't figure out. I've set up my skill bars differently and I'm confused. I am the confused. Fight me, ice people! Okay. Back up the hill. One day we will head out into this area. I've been playing this game for 3 hours and I've not made it through the town. Rough. Ah, now there's a man. What looks like he's found his marks. You're just the sort we need around here, the kind that will hop to when he sees tasks undone. Any of this good for me? Nothing. Da, 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 da. Can now accept the next class job quest. I need to remember to actually do that. You know what? You know what? You know what? We're going to go do that right now. Otherwise, I'm going to forget it exists. Let's go do it. Let's go do a summoner job quest. Otherwise, you get the notification and I'll come back to it and I'll never click it. Da, 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 da. Fancy. Dancing Wolf. This will also unlock a new ability for me. Dancing Wolf seems impatient to confront your elusive enemy. Bimkin, if you've come for word of the Askian, I fear I've little progress to report. We did, however, hold a service for Kahadin. I assembled the soldiers from his old unit, and together we conveyed his remains to the priests of Thal. As for Thanalan's trade routes, there is still the odd raid by bandits or beastmen, but not that involves men in black robes. I must confess, I am at a loss to how we must track our foe. Ah, have you spoken with Yumitra? I believe she had new findings to share with you. Oh yeah, I'll just teleport across the planet. Not even free. So every class has a quest line. Well, this is I'm like 3/4 of the way through mine, so it seems silly to have to explain it, but every class that you play in this game has a quest line. This is my summoner quest line. Yes, take notes. It's not like you're significantly more experienced in this game than me. Bimkin, there you are. We have much to discuss. I've been engrossed in my studies, you see, seeking every advantage for our inevitable clash with the Askian. And as I struggled to unravel the ancient knowledge of the tombstones, I unlocked a great many mysteries, including the reason why you were unable to call forth Ramu Edgi. When you summon an avatar, you draw upon your body's reservoir of aether to grant life and form to what is known as an arcane entity. That we already knew. I had, however, overlooked the simple fact that our etheric reserves are finite. Thus, the magnitude of the Edgi that you were able to summon is limited by the extent of your own life force. Simply put, the Edgi is too powerful, and then summoning fails. But do not despair. The summoners of Alag devised a method by which one might circumvent this intrinsic limitation. Rather than attempt to summon a separate physical manifestation of certain Edgi, the most accomplished mages discovered that far less aether was required to infuse themselves with the essence of the primal's power. The technique by which a summoner would achieve this heightened state was known as a trance. What say you, Bimkin? Shall we see if you can master this method? It may even allow you to contend with a paragon, but not if the essence is of an ordinary primal. Nay, we must set our sights on the most potent entity, the most fierce. I speak of the elder primal Bahamut. On the day of the calamity, the dragon vanished in an explosion so massive that his aether was carried to the far corners of Eorzea. You, among many others, have already been touched by his essence. All that remains is to perform the meditative state ritual in a place steeped in Bahamut's energy, and you should be able to enter a trance of the Dreadworm. As for setting foot within the only suitable location, I believe Captain Wolf can assist you. Shall we pay him a visit? This could have been an email. This could have been an email. They send us across the planet to speak to somebody else, and then we go all the way back to the original person. Why didn't he come with us? Edging is too powerful. I mean, in certain hands. There's the stairs, just running around in circles. Everybody's got very pretty outfits, and I'm just here in my mini skirt and my chicken helmet. See, now she comes over here. Demetra is certainly not one to do things by half. She petitioned me to gain entry to the Aethersoak wasteland of the Cartano Flats. The flats are disputed territory, jointly administered by the three members or member nations of the Ocean and the Alliance, and attempting to earn full admittance to the area is a bureaucratic nightmare. As matters stand, I was only able to secure permission to visit the Immortal Flames airship landing. If we were to enter the flats proper, we will do so under the cover of night. Prepare yourself for a tense journey and make your way to the landing here in Ulda. I have one of our elite flyers standing by. Going on an airship. We're going on a trip in our little airship, flying through the sky. How the hell do you get to the airship landing? I have not done this in a while. How does one get to the airship landing? Airship landing. Go. Elite flyer. I'll fly to the front door of the flats, but that's as far as you're authorized to go, staying on the landing or face the consequences. Oh! This is actually slightly higher level than I'm currently am. Why is that? This is? So this is what became of Cartano Flats. Never before have I ever seen such tainted ether. Let us not linger longer, Bimkin. Turn your mind to Bahamut's terrible majesty. Allow his power to seep into your very being. Nothing. We may need to deepen your meditations. Do you truly attempt to harness the might of Bahamut? The essence of the Elder Primal shall tear your mortal frame asunder. Chaos rises in the presence of power, but you, bringer of light, can be allowed to shine no brighter. Come and be doused in the endless waters of the 12th chalice. Actively having ads coming up, chat. Okay, we can defeat his Ifrit. Fucking die! Why is this so much bigger than ours? Lingering Aether. Okay, lingering Aether. Touch this. Okay, one more edgy to kill. Concentrating on Bahamut's wings. Stop that. He's gonna bury me in stone. I got this. Okay. I got this. And now I have to kill all three? Holy shit. Quick, 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 quick. One more. Come on. Okay, that's done. Aether again. Why is my carbuncle not doing anything? My carbuncle doesn't seem to be bothered. Adds in 10 seconds. Did I turn off the... Wait. Stop that! Okay, I'm not going to be able to fix this in the fight. I've been stunned! Fuck! Did I do it? I think I did it. I did not anticipate this. You should not have been able to complete the meditations under such duress. But while you were trying to kill me with your giant creature people? They're not people. Primals, thank you. But I shall not underestimate you again. Our next meeting shall be our last, bringer of light. Promises, promises. Da 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 da. We did it. We faced a paragon and lived. All thanks to you, Binkin. You and the towering might of Bahamut now command. Despite the Askians' interference, we achieved what we came here for, but I'm afraid this is not the place to celebrate. Let us return to the landing before the dawn's light finds us in forbidden territory. Everybody run! Run! He just hangs out there, and we still have to go outside. Where is the... how do I access this? What does this come out? This lift just... Okay. The lift for the landing strip is in the... Okay. Okay! Okay, okay. One was becoming confused. One second, chat. Okay, no, we're fine, we're good, we're fine, we're good, we're fine, we're good. Fine and good. Let's go unlock a dragon. We have reason to rejoice, my friends. It would seem our clandestine adventure went unnoticed by my superiors, and more importantly, we seized the upper hand in the battle against an Askian. Asian, however you pronounce it. The trance did appear more effective against our immortal foe. For such a hurried night's work, we managed to reap quite a harvest indeed. Hey, but it is a pity that the bastard fled. When he did, I would have liked to have settled the score then and there. It was for the best, Captain Wolf. If we would truly defeat the Asian, I'm murdering pronunciations today, then we must be prepared to destroy him utterly, body and soul. Give me my brand new power. I thought I had this on my hotbar, but it doesn't seem so. There's been a murder. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, I did have it on my hotbar already. That's fine. I can now enter. That's different than it was before. Upon learning the A3rd charge mastery, the trance gauge will indicate the remaining time of the effect. The Dread One's trance, while under its effects, Ruin 3 is upgraded to Astral Pulse and Outburst. It's upgraded to Astral Flare. Dread One trance also grants Ruby Arcanum, Topaz Arcanum, and Emerald Arcanum. Summon, when called forth, will tap into respective, granting you stacks of elemental attunement. Indicate this is where this entire class gets complicated. I'm just having a nice time. Back to what the hell we were doing. That's a big old place. Sure, okay. There's been a murder. What am I doing here? I need to go... Apparently I didn't pick up a story quest before leaving to fight Bahamut. Roth! Good. Help is hard to find. A sad truth that Roth knows well. You're a dab hand at Warcraft, I can tell. Not that I've any skill at arms to speak of mine, but it doesn't take an expert to recognize expertise. Be a waste of time to keep it to myself when there's others out there that need help, same as me. So if you're keen to keep doing what you've done, I'd ask you to head north to the Pike, the bloody huge statue out in the wastes, if you've never been. Mason by the name of Theramore is out there tending to the thing. Good man, Theramore, but I reckon he's taken on too much for one. For one, might be there something you can do for him. To the north! We're going north! Might actually try and use my new power. Hey, fellas. No. Underleveled. Is that a singular chocobo roaming around? Oh, he's with somebody, okay. Okay, let's try and use this new power that I got. Okay. I get it. I'm pressing the wrong button today. There we go. Second time with a fight. What is this? Yeah, it's been hours. It's been days, but I've killed two things. Two whole ass things. Don't think you can call me the most optimal summoner, but I'm having a nice time. There's my supplies. That it? Are we done? I'm hungry, chat. I'm desperately hungry. can become optimal someday if you so desire. I'll work on it. Right now it's PvE and dungeons, so I don't think I need to be clicking the right buttons 100% of the time. Gotta kill deers. Oh dear. That one? Yes. Zero pressure. Press buttons. Have fun. Profit. You're so kind. That's two. There's one up there. I can see his head. One up there too. I can see his head there too. But if you ever do want to become a sweaty gamer, I'm your girl. Are you a sweaty Final Fantasy player? Is that what you're trying to say? I don't think I've ever had the staying power with an MMO to ever get sweaty. I played a lot of World of Warcraft, but I was never like... I never really did raiding. Quite sweaty in this game. I'm just gonna press the same button over and over again and hope for a different result. I need to go back to town. Yeah, I don't think I've ever been so... I don't think I'm a sweaty human being. There's some stuff that I get needlessly competitive with. I got quite competitive when we did our City Skylines collaboration. I didn't really even get aggressive, like competitive when I used to play Call of Duty. I'm just here to have a nice time. But I'm a long way off current content. I'm a long way off current sweaty content. I like the chicken. I like the noises the chicken makes when walking on snow. That pleases me. I love Final Fantasy 14 because there's so much to do that's not sweaty too. Oh, 100%. 100%. All of the like raiding and stuff, it's optional. It's optional. The difficulty I always had with World of Warcraft was where you miss certain story beats if you didn't do the raid content, but I was never that involved with the raiding in WoW. Which, I will say, somebody I watched, Jam Jarhead, has recently started a WoW character. And holy shit, the temptation to play World of Warcraft again is strong. I don't think I will, but it is strong. Noir Terrell! Do you have the Steinbach meat? I do. You have it already? Marvelous. I'm sure you're wondering what I plan to do with something so unappetizing. It's really quite simple. I'm going to leave it outside until it's frozen right through. Falcon's Nest is one of Ishgar's first lines of defense against Dravanian Horde. We need to Dragon Fist his onslaughts. We also need to outlast prolonged, protracted sieges. Frozen, this will last a very long time. It may not taste good, but it will keep our troops fighting when the supply lines have been cut. So we killed some animals, and he's gonna throw it on the front porch. That is entirely valid, honestly. That is an entirely valid thing for him to do. Hi, Kara! I just woke up. It's very late, Kara! Thank you for the contribution and welcome in. Have you found the stolen supplies? I did. Take them. I worked a 12-hour night shift. So this is all voluntary, is what you're saying. Yes, yes, this is the very crate that was stolen. This looks very much like the heretic's handiwork. But there's something in here that shouldn't be. A feather ornament? Whatever could it mean? It looks like a type of ornament that was popular in Falcon's Nest before the Calamity. This sort of thing is no use to us here. A mere decorative trinket, but there's someone who might be interested in it. There's a humorless old man called Segan who collects antiques from the small mountain village that used to be here at Falcon's Rest. I'm sure he'd love to take a look at something like this. Do you think you could do me a favor and take it to him? Another fetch quest? Unfortunately not. I'm sorry that you're sleepy, Kara. Yeah, I give you permission. Eat some food, hydrate, take care of yourself, and that'll make you feel better. I really want a pizza. I've been sat here for the last, how long have I been live? 3 hours thinking about pizza and how I could order a pizza and it could be here, but I can't. Did you want something? Take this feather. Used to see these all the time before the Calamity, back before Falcon's Nest ended up looking like this. This thing brings back some memories. You say it was left with supplies stolen by the heretics? Well, thank you in any case. I'm telling you on the pizza front. There is this thing, right? It is like pate, but it's like salami pate. It's like pepperoni sausage, but spreadable. And it is one of my favorite products to cook with. It's called Induja. And everywhere that I know has now cottoned on to Induja. And it's on all of the Domino's pizzas. Memories of the snow. Segan is reminiscing about the past. It is incredible. It's a bit salty, but spicy, and it's just good. That feather you gave, it is spelt Induja. That feather you gave me, I'd not seen one of those in a long, long time. It brought back memories. The village here grew years ago around the barracks, housing the Ishgardian scouting forces. It may have been a small village, but it had long and rich history. Being so close to the Dravanian border, it had its fair share of legend and wisdom passed from generation to generation. But after the Calamity and the freezing winds it brought, the whole village was lost to the ice. Thanks to Houth Deshmael, the fortress's reconstruction is progressing rapidly, but the village and all the belongings left behind in the Calamity's aftermath still lies deep beneath the snow. I'd wager that feather ornament you found was previously dug up around here. Seek out and collect relics from the Calamity. Everyone is so focused on rebuilding, nobody seems to care about a jot for the past. I suppose I ought to get back out there and sift through the snowdrifts. If you find anything out there yourself, let me know. Let me know. Gonna go rifling around in some snow. Just die. Do. Snowdrift. Recover 3 artifacts. One. Ah. Two. Okay. That was a little bit overkill in terms of the skills that I use, but it's fine. I need another snowdrift. Love the way that my little chicken walks. Like this. Your artifact's down. Oh, I can mount up now. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. I actually found something. Check my box. Chicken on a chicken, 100%. Wearing a chicken while being followed by a chicken. Maybe you really know how I feel. Maybe you'll just help it. Maybe you really know how I feel. Maybe you're just helping out an old man out of pity. Whichever it is, I still owe you my thanks. I've never been happier than when they first started talking about rebuilding Falcon's Nest. I thought I'd finally have the old village back. Of course, the Holy See wasn't interested in the village at all. They just wanted the fortress, and now it's bigger and grander than ever before. Falcon's Nest I knew, that small village I grew up in. It's been lying under all of this snow ever since the calamity. All the villagers who could never return home, they've all had to move to the capital. It's for them that I'm still digging through all this snow, trying to recover that lost history. I think that's kind of... I like that. Tegan is kind of cute. Down the hill. This is more my style, Chrome. This is more my style. That's a clip. What do you mean, the mentor chicken? I have Fat Chocobo. I have the collector's edition Realm Reborn Fat Chicken. Look at this adorable little chunker. Yes! I have that. What else do I have? I really don't make use of any of this stuff on a regular basis. Companion? Appearance? I can make my Chocobo look like a behemoth. Look at him. A tad aggressive. Considering it's a tad aggressive. Yeah, it's not as cool, is it? It's not as good. But yeah, fat chicken. Hail to you, traveler. What brings you out this way? Foreman Roth bid you assist me? Well, far be it from me to turn down a helping hand. I've been tasked with the restoration of this sculpture. 5 years of neglect have not been kind, to say the least. Fortunately, I've just the thing for it. Rather, these deep eyes have it. If you could slay 3 and bring me their bristles, I will be in your debt. One. Ah. Two. What even are these things? Oh, they're horrifying. They're utterly horrifying. Why is their entire face an eye? I don't like that. I don't like that. They're gross. It's like a kiwi with a... No, don't like that. Other mounts that you've got me thinking about mounts. I really don't have any interesting mounts. I need more mounts. The thing that I want, which I like, the thing that I want one of the ridiculous store-bought multi-seater mounts. You can get a I'm building a chocobo, I'm building like a chocobo theme set of mounts. I need like the wagon you can get. There you are. Have you? Yes, I've got the bristles. Pick this. You know how coarse that is? That's why they're perfect for scrubbing the soot from this statue. Beautiful, isn't it? The spinning image of Haldrath. It's the first Azure Dragon and one of Ishgard's founding fathers. Symbol of everything that the Dravanians despise, which is why they've taken to searing it with dragon fire every time they pass by. But no longer will we suffer this desecration of our nation's heroes. Soon the statue will be as it once was, a proud shining testament to the determination of Ishgard and a message to the heretics that we have returned. The work may be hard and the conditions harsh, but as a proud Ishgardian, I could ask for no greater honor. One day they will give me a piece of gear that's actually relevant to me. But today is not that day. Before you ask to return to Falcon's Rest, Theramon has a favor to ask. Are you for Falcon's Nest? If so, I have a favor to ask. There's this knight, Sir Usador, stationed at the anvil to the west of here. She's always treated me with kindness and respect more than I deserve to be honest. Any road, while you were away, she came through on patrol, and I think she might have left the package behind. It's a bit of a detour, but would you mind returning it to her? My thanks to you, friend. I'm gonna mount up. I was about to walk. Da-da, 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 da-da-da-da, da-ba-da-ba-da-da-da. That guy's riding a dragon? I think this is the mount that Fat Chocobo is a mood. Yasador. What's that? A package? I haven't the foggiest what you're talking about. Take this. Confound it, that fool of a sire, what a waste. Oh, I skipped one. Fuck. Why not simply give it to him? By the Fury, have you no sense of decorum? A highborn knight cannot be seen favoring a lowborn mason in such a manner. Nevertheless, I appreciate your concern as well and your willingness to assist Theramon. May your journey back to Falcon's Nest be safe and swift. Pray give my regards to Sir Redwald. I need to set Falcon's Nest as my home location. I have not done that. And now I have to walk. See, it's just not the same. But you do get to listen to the cool theme. Falcon's Nest, I am inside of you. Okay. I'm gonna stop that. I'm gonna stop that. This is why Chimken can't have nice things. Redwald. Must applaud your initiative, Master Churga. Roth tells me you have been quite busy. Alas, we have not the time to thank you properly. I have a task to which I would commit all able-bodied men and women, you and Lord Artuarel included. No. And that's where we will leave them. I'm going to switch over to Forza now, chat. So, while I deal with the administration that comes with switching games, I would just like to say thank you very much for being here so far. I don't know whether or not this is... It's going to be 2 VODs. It's going to be 2 VODs, isn't it? Because this is like it's like 2 long sessions. So I need to do an outro, and then I need to go to BRB, and then I need to come back. I'm not going anywhere, but I'm really glad you exist, chat. At the beginning of my streams, I ask if there's anything I can be proud of you for, so at the end of my streams, I like to say something different. Chat, I'm also really proud of you for existing. The world is a dark, scary place right now, and the fact that you're alive in it is something to be massively proud of, and I'm so proud of you for being alive. A couple of reminders: you do not need to watch my content, you do not need to be in chat, you do not need to lurk in chat. The lurking is always appreciated. What I want you to do is focus on that existence as best as you possibly can, and if my content can make that existence any better, that is the niche that I'm trying to fill on the internet. It's at this point of the stream, I invite everybody in chat to type the word fuck. Fuck is a multifaceted word. Fuck is a multifaceted word. It can be a positive or a negative. You can go, fucking hell, Final Fantasy 14 feels great right now. Fucking hell, thank you very much for the community support regarding these little sessions of Final Fantasy. I know it's not becoming a full playthrough, but I'm still having a really nice time playing it offline, online. So there will be more of these in the future. I'm not suggesting I wait till the end of Heavensward to do another one, but when I'm in the mood, you will know. But we'll go straight to the negatives. Fuck the Trump administration. Fuck the British Labour government. Fuck the Reform Party UK. Fuck losing people too soon. Fuck epilepsy. Fuck Parkinson's disease. Fuck chronic health conditions. Fuck ableism. Fuck transphobia. Fuck JK Rowling. And that's it. That's it, chat. I'm going to close the game. What does the vertical situation look like right now? Okay, the vertical situation is different. Turn off Final Fantasy. Go over there. Okay, and then we need to make sure Forza is on. Forza is on. I'm going to go to the BRB screen. There's going to be a little bit of janky audio happening, and then we'll come back, we'll intro, we'll play Forza for the rest of the night.